Welcome to Liam's life.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Danny.
Tonight is episode 7. We're currently
Is it?
down our little droid boy because he got EMP'd in the balls. Cannon, because he is late. Again.
Stupid late.
But everyone else
The
is
player
here.
took 60 psychic damage and is unconscious.
We're,
at the
we're gonna
moment.
we're gonna heavily breathe on this monster and kill it because it's so close to death it is unreal. Then we're gonna have some fun times. Ash, back to you.
Yeah,
What's
so where
happened
we
to your
last
roll
left our...
20 thing?
What?
You changed the interface stuff.
Yes,
changed it up a
I
little
changed
bit,
the
yeah.
layout because of the new monitor. I needed to change stuff around because the resolution of this monitor is way bigger. Things was tiny, so I've had a little play and changed stuff around. I hope it looks better. I think it's better. Ash likes it. It seems to be good. We'll see. But yeah, new layout. Ash,
Over to Ash.
back to you for the DOS time.
So where we last left our air quotes heroes, they were very quietly making their way through here, though unfortunately stealth doesn't do much when there is clear line of sight to you. And eventually they were located by effectively the, let's term it sewer monster, since the players are referring to this place as the sewers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gorgor is wrestling it and splashing about with it in the water. Lovey is a gigantic spider that helicopter airship rescued Cleric Dave.
Oh, fuck yeah. She did. She proper chinooked him. I
Hey, it worked.
I knew you'd done it, but I forgot how you. He's like, oh fuck yeah.
The party made a new friend in, believe Flynn.
Who?
Finchar.
For some reason, I thought it was Flinswick, but isn't that a Harry Potter wizard?
Flitwick.
Oh, it's Flitwick. In there. Yeah. No, for some reason, I thought it was Flinswick.
We're all touching us. We were like, no, Danny, it's not.
No, I realised the second I said it.
And we were in initiative. Unfortunately, Gabriel was hit by legendary actor, and legendary action knocked the player unconscious. Which kicks us over to Lovey's initiative.
Cool.
Skittery spider noises.
Yeah, I'm just. 2 seconds. I was not prepared. I was too busy. Joking.
Oh, bloody.
I'm so sorry. So professional. Here we go. Yes, Where am I? How close am I to it? Oh, I'm right next to it. I would like to do a thing. I'm
Okay.
gonna bite.
Roll doing a thing.
+3 for a 22.
That is a hit.
Can it do a Constitution saving throw, please?
21.
Yeah, that passes. So that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Mhm.
And 2 points of poison damage because it saved on its save.
Alrighty.
And that's the end of my turn.
The 2 didn't show up.
Sorry?
The 2 didn't.
No,
show
it's 5, but it's
5
half.
half.
Oh, so that's why it's 2. Okay, yeah. It's alright. I thought the 5 was your piercing.
No, the 4's the piercing.
Ah, okay.
+1.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Spike.
Alright, this thing does not seem to be doing well.
Can't do anything.
I mean, you poisoned it, kind of. Flynn Rider?
Who now?
Rapunzel? Tangled?
No, I got the joke. I got the joke, but I just went. No.
You're playing a
Does
very
he look
charismatic
like Flynn
bard.
Rider? Chat.
It looks more like a bloody UG. Pretty sure he's.
They
Pretty
actually
sure in that
search-
film he's a lot closer to Rogue, or supposedly.
Hey, you can be any class you want. Don't let things restrict you.
I know, that's why I'm playing a bard.
Don't let your dreams be memes.
Beans.
Okie dokie. So I think I will.
You do.
Yep, I will shoot it with my. I will attempt to shoot it with my crossbow because I am not the kind of person who would vicious mock something to its death.
Ah.
Mainly
Why
because
not? That's
I can't think of anything funny to say.
Ah, just insult it. You ain't gotta be funny.
It lives in a sewer. How can you not think of anything insulting?
Because I'm not that creative. Have you
It is
seen my
insulted by your
backstory?
crossbow.
He's not
So I
that
missed my-
creative as he makes homebrew fucking
Is there
worlds.
anything else augmenting the 12?
Well, yeah.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be a miss then.
Oh,
I'm
fuck's
sorry. I didn't hear anything because everyone seems to be talking over.
Oh, I was just asking if anything else was augmenting that.
I do not have anything to boost that. I cannot inspire myself, if you not believe.
Alrighty.
I'll give you random clues you wouldn't PT notice.
Unfortunately, a +1 is not enough to make the difference, Liam. Good try though. Well, because if that helps you guys contextualize it a bit better, the ties go to players is basically a floating +1 RP bonus, for lack of better terminology.
Yeah. Okie dokie. That's that'll be the end of my go. As I take the shot, and then hand it over to our good friend, Mr. Gorgo.
Gorgor, you are wrestling this gigantic, amphibious-esque, alligator-esque creature.
Yeah. Well, considering the bolt is now floating in the water because the Flynn man missed, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna use it to augment my powers with spell, and I'm gonna cast enhanced sleep with it as I punch it right in the snout.
Okay.
And I'm gonna even do it recklessly, so I'm getting like three augments from this because my magic is that powerful. It does a 25 hit.
And
Let me consult the stats. I think you get it. I do think a 25 hits.
Just
I
about.
believe that
Go
is a true strike as well.
No, that's if I'm not gonna use True Strike.
Can you put it down though?
I believe I can. I believe with the power of friendship, punching it really hard and an arrow in my hand, I think 9 points of sleep damage will probably do it.
Show us the
Oh,
power
you
of
got
friendship,
big boy.
Gorgor.
I pick the arrow out the water, it's just like bobbing, and I'll be like, thanks, you. And I put it so like it's kind of like, so the point of the bolt is like sticking out between like two of my knuckles, and I just go, I think it's time you have a nap, and I just uppercut it in the jaw. Just, she like even do like a semi spin with it. It's like Shoryuken from like Street Fighter, just like boosh.
It rocks and flies backwards, landing belly up.
I made it do a nap, guys. Do you want your bolt back? For you, pointing at Flynn.
But if you wouldn't mind, maybe you want to be getting out there before his friends show up.
Oh,
I mean, I believe that you can take them by yourself, but you don't need to fight them if you don't need to, right?
well, it is rather cold in this pool water, so I'll get out.
Always are the best.
I'll chuck him the bolts, like it lands some like in his general vicinity, and I'll like hurl myself up on the fucking metal over here and just like really badly, but like, you know, as a dog they shake themselves, just kind of like just start flailing, just shaking all the water everywhere.
Oh no.
I'm taking slight cover behind one.
Yeah, just run.
Definitely a dog there.
Get like the
Oh,
tiny
oh.
little wizard hat and just like wring it out, and like half of the fabric rips away, and she's like, right, it's still good.
As you're doing that, I will use what bit is allowed from prestidigitation to help remove the stuff from you.
Well, it would eventually work. Eventually, because it'd take
Yeah,
a fucking while.
Yeah, it's more getting the dirt off and stuff.
Yeah,
'cause it
yeah,
does,
yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know how much people would allow the interaction prestidigitation and water removal in clothes.
That's what Vian gets away with because she has shape water and prestidigitation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because isn't that
it-
part and parcel of what it is? Because you
If
can
it-
Prestidigitation
you can
cleans the
clean,
thing.
you can
Cleans,
clean,
but it-
give smells, and like I'm sure
change
I've-
taste
I've-
and raise
yeah.
change taste and raise temperature.
I've
but you
I've
can't- it
always
doesn't-
associated it with like not
It's
like
basically
super
the cleaning.
powerful.
No,
Like-
basically the kind of Swiss Army tool of things. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure with the actual shape water cantrip existing,
Yeah, I akin it to like getting a couple of paper towels. You know what I mean?
just drying it out slowly.
Yeah, it'll take a lot of paper towels, i.e. a lot of casts, but eventually it would work. That's how I always see it. I don't know how, like, Rose, how do you see it? Do you agree or not? Okay, good talk.
Very kind of you.
I'm glad you agree.
Sorry. I was talking, got muted again. I did a Liam. So with prestidigitate, I think it cleans your clothes, but it can't remove the water.
Okay.
So
It
that's
doesn't dry your
specific.
clothes.
Yeah, because that's what these two have just said, but it's like, I've always kind of allowed it.
I
Like-
think
It's like
Like, it's a really, really shitty one. No, like, that's why I akin it to paper towels, because it's like, it's going to get tiny amounts.
it is DM's choice.
Yeah,
you
no, I
know?
mean, oh well, it's only a
You
bit of
normally-
roleplay anyway. It'll dry out eventually, don't worry about me.
I can make sure that you're just covered in that's what I say. I make sure that you're covered in, you may still be wet, but at least it's clean water that you're wet.
Yeah, you've removed the impurities.
Oh,
Good.
I forgot. I can't cast spells as a spider.
Nope.
You just see the spider go and look at it like it's little. What are they called? What are they? They're not paws on a spider.
Pincers.
Leg.
What?
What are you after there?
I was about to say it. Lovey will look at her hands, forgetting I'm a spider again.
So basically look at one of its legs and just go, oh.
Yeah, and then literally just kind of like do the like I don't know,
Just-
kind of move
you
with its leg.
You reach forward to go and cast it, it's like, oh, that doesn't work. And then the first time ever we
Shrug.
see a giant spider shrug. Just like, oh.
Are you actually
I
keeping
don't,
the bolt that was
um,
tossed back
I
to you, by
don't.
the way? Got it
Sorry?
right?
Yep, I'm thinning that off and taking the bolt back.
Yeah. It
Can
was
I
a
kind of
very
go
good
across-
bolt, by the way. It
Thanks.
made my magic much stronger.
Oh, I'm glad I could help you in any way I could.
Rose, go ahead.
Can I go across the ceiling and just have a little peek down here? Kind of like, trying to see in the darkness ahead of us whilst these guys. Because I literally can't talk, and I will just go look at them all
Oh, yeah.
with my. How many eyes does a spider have? Lots.
8,
Um,
we believe.
You see the
Any
hallway
time?
continues down. Thought so?
I will then gesture, as in like, are we continuing on?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do see the hallway
Basically-
opens up a little bit up ahead, though you can't tell how much at your angle.
I think I think the lolly up there would like us to carry on moving. You're gonna wake up the metal man.
Dave,
man.
Dave.
Which one?
There's only one Dave. Dave.
Which one?
You're Dan. Dave.
I'm Dave. I'm Paladin Dave.
Dave, will you get Gabriel because he's decided to have a nap at the worst time?
He's updating.
Oh, it's...
One of those mandatory Windows updates.
Oh
Well,
dear.
he's got a mandatory update according to the voices in my head.
Oh, look
Can,
at Cleric
Really?
Dave.
What's
can
the
you
middle?
pick him up, please?
Oh, look at Cleric Dave.
Okay, so all I can see is he's got like a bit of a blue light to his eyes. Got like a blue screen or something. While they're getting across, shall we carry on?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Or are you going to move because you're kind of blocking doorway?
Oh, I was waiting for.
Oh, Lovey, can you carry on, please?
She's on the ceiling.
you-
She's not in the
Yeah,
way.
we can walk under. Yeah, we can walk underneath, but it seemed like
Yeah, I'm on the ceiling.
Well,
We were well, you looked like you were trying to take the lead, so we were letting you take the lead.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just waiting for you guys to decide whether
That's
we
why
were.
we'd all just said, right, shall we carry on? And we all turned to look at you. We're all stood there at the bottom, looking up at you, waiting for you to move.
Alright, I get the bloody point. I'll continue on.
Children, are you okay?
Never. We're never okay.
You need to explain it to me 30,000 times. I get it. Cool. I would like kind of poke my head under here, coming down the side of the wall, like skittering.
And apparently you're also getting gored by the
Also, a
paladin.
reminder. Good. Yeah. Reminder, Pass Without Trace is still active at the moment because you didn't test anything else that needed concentration, and it does have a fairly long duration.
It's an hour, I think.
Yes.
Hey.
I want to say it's an hour.
So I think we should possibly
It
re.
is-
Yeah, well, we didn't think to re-stealth, so we won't take that as an hint to do so.
Let me
Our
just
passive
double-check.
stealth is pretty good, I would imagine. I'd imagine, because you could passively be quiet, but we're not actively trying to be.
To be fair, yeah, my passive stealth would put me at a 23. So.
Fuck.
Gosh.
Well, yeah. Look
Not
at the
a
stealth
20.
modifier and then just add 10.
Yeah, fuck. That's
It's an hour.
mental.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Nice for you to join us.
Gabriel's update seems to end as he wakes back up with a new operating system.
In the arms of
I
Dave.
realises he's alone.
Finally got off Vista.
All by myself.
You were being princess
that's-
carried by Dave.
Which
Gabriel.
Dave?
Dave.
There's
Dave,
only
Dave.
one Dave.
No, there's two
No.
Daves. Eric
Okay.
Dave and Paladin Dave.
We're going with the
You just
original
said-
names that were given. It's Cleric Dan and Paladin Dave.
You didn't say
Dave
Paladin
now.
Dave, you just said Dave. My name's Paladin Dave.
Okay. Right.
sorry.
Right. We will call him Dave once he legally, in character, gets his name changed.
Yes. Agreed. You have told us all your name is Dan, so we're going to call you Dan until.
Yeah,
It's
you've got to go to the kingdom's office and you've got to get a deed poll.
So is it Dave or Dan then? No.
No, the problem is your name
No,
is
it's
Dan.
Dan.
It just calls people ask people to call him Dave.
Okay. Yes.
Anyway,
the big
I
ball is
rolled a
still
spell
Dave.
check
the-
at the end,
yeah.
and it's a 32.
Right.
So don't forget, you get plus 10 at the moment to pass with our traits.
Oh,
Yep.
we stealthing, okay.
Yeah. Also, spiders, super sneaky apparently.
I didn't mean to do advantage, take the left one, so that's a 23.
You just saw it. 27.
But yeah, you guys kind of had that entire encounter in the bubble of Pass Without Trace as well. So like you guys caused barely any noise, if any. Like the creature technically didn't have it, but it was still in that like radius of.
Yeah, I get that.
Combo, a pass without a trace and being a spider. I mean, stealth mission. I'll just write that down.
Especially when you are a tiny spider.
Yeah. I think that might be the next one.
But as you enter this room, as people get around to their roles at whatever point, it does seem to open up a little bit, and it's kind of what looks like a makeshift rest room. Not bathroom, but like room for actual like resting, where it's like guards come here on their break and such kind of layout.
Is there
You see a
any-
little bit. Yep, I will get that. But,
Flynn,
you see something goes up to the north, and then very faintly you can see splashes of water off to the east as well, which is probably, that other waterway that you saw.
never mind, that was going to be my question. Which way do we go, ahead or left? But that answers it. I was going to ask Flynn.
I believe he goes that way, so I don't. There's normally somebody.
Oh,
here.
she's going. Quick, catch up.
I don't know.
I
Did
can't,
we
I
spot-
can't move.
did we
I
spot it
can't
going?
move. There we go.
Oh, I heard the skitters.
That's true. Ah,
Well,
As you pop around that corner, you do see stairs leading up.
Oh.
cool. I will gesture violently towards them and then like do a come hither motion with one of my legs.
I'm just sitting down.
okay.
All right,
I-
Cleric
I
Dave is
just-
catching his breath.
He is.
I believe you're wanting me to take the lead now, are you?
Oh, get back here, you.
Literally looking up at Lovey at this point.
To kind of like do a go for it, and then notice that we don't have everybody, and then the spider just looks a bit pissed off. What the fuck?
And that's why did look
You know, it'll throw hands like a you know one of them fighting crabs that do the
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And point back towards the fact that half the party is missing.
At that point, you kind of.
Oh.
Are the rest of
Gogo
you
will
coming,
mimic
or-
her, thinking she's doing some sort of ritual.
Are the rest of you coming, or are you just gonna sit there?
What are you in now? Just lie down by. Just...
Slide on by.
There we go.
Hey.
I will
Hey,
follow
please.
closely behind, so I'll just be on the roof of whoever's on top.
Oh, well, we've only saw each other now. Oh.
As with the table as well, because Clark Dave did go actually investigate it, kind of. There was like left behind drinks and like casual just items left there as well. Nothing that
Anything of,
looks exquisite, but it does look like, you know,
Aw.
people just left behind leftovers, casual items. You're free to rifle through it more aggressively if you so chose, but that's what you get at a glance.
Whatever the guard will just put in the chest.
Okay.
Mundane items.
Yeah, it's just like plates, silverware, a couple drinks. Is everyone in this little pile?
Yeah.
Apparently so, because Liam decided he was going to be in front.
Yeah,
and then
Liam
turned
decided
right.
to cut ahead, and I just refused to let him. So now he keeps putting himself inside people.
Okay.
And we went inside there first. We were going
See
to
that? Who's bigger? Paladin Dave or
Paladin
Go-
Dave and Gogo are currently kind of blocking the corridor, and then
Yeah.
I just got imagine this on belly's belly just sliding along.
Okay, memes aside, if you are going to be roughhousing in that way, it is going to be hard to maintain stealth.
No, I'm just. He can't get past me. He's too big. So he can try as much as he wants. I'm too big.
No, can I do an athletics check? Or is it acrobatics? Acrobatics.
while they have their shoving match, I'll start heading up the stairs.
I'm not even. That's the thing. I'm just walking.
Yeah, I know, but whilst he's having his shoving match,
I can say I'm just walking and I just keep getting nudged like, stop it.
May I have loose walking order, and was Lovey staying a spider?
I was staying behind, because Flinswick was at the front. I was staying behind Flinswick.
Okay.
Then-
Sire.
Fuck.
No,
Yeah.
I've already told you about that, Danny.
No, you haven't. Not yet.
Not in this character.
Yeah. Then it was Dave, then Gabriel, then Dan, and Lovey was on the roof.
Yep, okie doke.
So I'm the one that's getting whatever firing squad is waiting for us the second we
You
get
chose to
started.
go in front. I tried to go in front to save you, but I can't get past.
Yes, but
you say that,
were the-
Michael, but you live
Yeah,
in
but
the.
Liam, you
in
missed
this area.
you missed one vital thing.
What?
Gorgo, can I get past, please?
It was more fun to swallow the threes, boy. Paladin Dave has no time for please and thank yous. He's all about action.
No, he's really not. That's the problem.
So, as I ascend the stairs as this conversation happens behind me,
Yep, as this conversation happens behind you, as you get closer and closer to the top, you start hearing very, very faint discussions. Anyone with passive perception above 15 would be hearing it, though you at the front, you hear, like, you have slightly better advantage towards it.
Yeah.
I've got a
So, like, anyone behind you,
13.
it's DC 15-ish.
I've got a 13.
Well, I had got a 15, so
Yeah, so it works either way, but yeah.
yeah.
But it's very, very faint. But as you advance closer, it goes from this stony type chamber with bricks, and like it's still bricks. It does get a little bit narrower. Lovey's gonna be squeezing a little if she's staying on the roof. I will double check.
What type of
Nope,
druid are you?
I don't believe it does.
Don't believe it does, depending on what type of druid. So, land, I think it's normally an action. I think it's a bonus to drop it.
Circle and moon.
Bonus to drop it.
And bonus. Oh, it just went. Okay.
It's a bonus as a circle of moon to turn into it, but I think it's a bonus to drop it.
Always bonus to drop it, correct?
I think so, yeah. It's just moon makes it bonus to turn as well.
But as you get to what must be the top of the stairs, you come face to face with a very smooth black wall. That's a bit out of place with the rest of the bricky material. And the bricks have changed from more foundational bricks to more... I don't want to say decorative, because they're still obviously brick walling, but
Structural.
you know what I mean, that kind of difference.
More structural?
Yeah. The bricks aren't as large, they're not as heavy.
Sorry.
And they look like nicer quality.
Can I drop it now?
You
Like,
may
I will
absolutely
drop.
drop
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, at this point.
You drop it and yourself, and land on Corvor.
I mean, I would go down to the ground at this point, and we'll push. My last thing as a spider is pushing Paladin Dave back. Just as a kind of like, I saw him pushing, and I did not like it, so now he is being pushed back.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
He
We'll
will.
start your
Just
initiative.
Yeah.
remember that.
Alright, so Flynn, you are face to face with a smooth, black, large, mildly reflective wall amidst all the brick, and it's in a straight line from the top of the stairs.
Take out that bolt that I had earlier that I just got handed back to me that is apparently supremely magical. And I prod the wall. Is it solid, or do I seem to go through?
It is solid. This seems to be very heavily varnished wood. You leave a little bit of a scratch on the varnish.
Oh no.
Don't quite remember this. Does it look like it's a... Is it a wall, or does it look like a door that somebody forgot to put the hand on this side?
It is entirely smooth, though it's not perfectly flush with the brick.
Right.
And it is pretty large in comparison to you, like it does go all, you know.
Right. Gorgo, do you mind giving this a bit of a shove for me?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'll step to the side, given my small stature.
Well, I can just reach over you, so you don't have to move.
I'm making sure you've got the room to get a good run off at it if you need it.
Okay, I'm going to cast knock,
Okay.
and
That's
I'm
very good
going to shove the door.
Okay.
I really thought you for a second
Hello,
there were going to
Jacob.
cast knock and actually just knock on it like it's a door.
Well, it's multi-purpose, you see. I could
Okay,
do.
so are you just throwing your weight into the door?
Well, not all of it, just in case it's not that heavy. I'll start with a light push and work my way up until it works.
Okay.
I'm thinking about
You see,
the,
I'm smart. I don't want to fall over.
that's
Give me
entirely
a
clever.
low DC strength check then, because you're just
Okay.
giving it a light shove.
The straight strength?
Yeah, I mean, check athletics, whichever. Doesn't really matter. It kind of wobbles a little bit. It shakes a little bit. It doesn't really go anywhere or open.
Okay. No, this is going to need a good push. Now I will throw all my weight into it.
Alrighty.
Does it handle on the door?
Nope.
No.
Doesn't appear to be.
Is it a slide door or like we're trying to push on a full door?
Well, if it is a slide door, it's going to be no door in a minute.
The door does shake back and forth a little bit, forward and backwards almost. It feels like you could
It's
just
the
like
name of
maybe
my
a little
character,
bit more
Jacob.
strength, you could get it.
Right.
Like if Gorgor had extra hands or something like that. Like
Well,
he doesn't know
well,
what spell.
Come on, Gorgor. I'll give it a shove too, and I will assist.
Okay. Okay. What I'll do then is if I like put my legs apart, you can stand underneath and like kind of push from the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, dokie. And I will give advantage. With the help action.
4, 5, 0.
And with that, there is a loud crash, followed by what sounds akin to someone slamming all of their hands down on a piano keyboard,
Oh no.
as Gorgor and Flynn shove the piano out of the way. And are left standing in a... like, behind the piano. I'll shift you guys over. I was just giving
Yeah.
initially. A hole in the wall behind the piano. And there is a very, very startled looking, confused looking man who was probably sat at the piano before it was pushed over, who has stumbled backwards and kind of like flumped into the chairs behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to knock you over. I'll come over and like pick him up.
He'll try and write that in a second.
I'll put the piano back as well for you.
Well, don't put it off to the side.
Well,
so
I'm going to
just so
put
you
it
can
on
back
its feet so we can continue playing.
That's a good point. It's not my normal way of playing music, to be fair, when it's on its side. So.
And the greatest part is while you guys could like feel and imagine the sounds of this piano crashing, it did not seem to echo across the walls or the chamber in any capacity.
Ah, that's very good. Because normally pianos are pretty noisy. Kind of like my Aunt Mildred when she was angry.
I don't know about
It's,
your Aunt Mildred, but the
puzzle
idea of
choice.
pianos, I believe the pianos are supposed to be making a bit of noise. Sort of by
It's-
design.
Can I tell like that there is a muffled kind of area around us? Due to
Yeah, it's-
us loud?
Yeah, like the piano made the noise just didn't echo at all. Like it was a very flat kind of noise. Like you would hear kind of the keys being pressed, but it didn't really echo reverberate.
This is all thanks to you, Gorgor, and your brilliant spell weaving.
Also, have we been moved over map or not? Sorry.
Oh,
No,
I should.
we have not. I am still looking at the sewers.
I was waiting until you guys actually
Ah,
cleared
there,
the.
there we go.
It
And
was
then
just the
it
fact that you said
Oh no,
that
like
we could
I've
see
already
it.
like moved in and I'm like helping the dude off on like he was on his
Yeah.
arse. I'm like picking him up and stuff. Just like,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to knock you over, but it was blocking the door.
I agree. That's a bit of a stupid place to put a piano.
Oh, not
Yes,
really.
why would you ever block the secret door with the giant heavy piano?
Exactly. It's a secret for a purpose, and it's an escape route. So you wouldn't want to
Yeah.
block the escape route.
But
There'll
secret.
be a lever or something to move it out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I get.
I
no,
agree.
you know what? The whole,
Oh, dear.
okay. Little secret passageway. Anyway. Lovely to meet you, friend.
Also, it's an out and not an in. Right?
I really don't know.
It seems
I-
like it was an innie, not an outie.
No, it's an. They're trying to get out of the castle. They don't want people coming in, so it would make more sense to have the piano move on the opposite. It doesn't matter anyway. Shall we continue? I'm not going to explain,
Well,
you know.
How
Extra.
is the man okay though? Did we hurt him?
He looks very, very startled.
Okay. I believe Flynn is talking to him.
Well, I think we need to incapacitate this person so he doesn't scream and shout for help. As I draw my sword and start walking towards him.
Stop it! Just why don't we just talk with him?
No, let
Just
Flynn
defer.
say what he's gonna say first. He might be okay.
You're actually a good man. Where's the, like, I'm asking if he's okay. Is he okay, or is he just sat there stunned at us?
Visibly he seems okay. It seems like he's scattered out of the way fast enough, though he does seem very surprised and a bit shocked and just kind of trying to give a coherent response, though he's stumbling around it a bit.
Alright. Yes or no? Are you okay?
I think you...
Hey, Dragon. Thank you for raiding, man.
This isn't
How are you
even
doing?
the weirdest thing I've seen today, at least, but...
Wow, that's very interesting. Tell us more about this other weird thing.
Can we just incapacitate this person, please? Because that way we can get on with the mission.
Well, we were getting more information about what we could be doing, and, you know, it might save us time.
That's a logical response. I'll wait. And I'll put my sword on my shoulder ready.
Glad that logic prevailed. I do apologize for him. Anyway, you were telling about the weirdness.
Well, it's my job to play, and kind of motions to the, like, slightly more damaged now piano.
It's alright,
I just play that
I've redone my layout
His
so things
Majesty
weren't
and
layered
his
correctly. I
children,
fixed it.
and
Thank you for the raid, though. Hope you had a good stream.
something weird's been going on today. We had a weird visitor, and the king hasn't quite seemed right since. But I mean, I'm not going to question or pry, obviously, as whatever mood he's in or feeling like doing is entirely up to him.
That's entirely true.
And very... Oh, go on.
This weird visitor. What would they be like? Have you seen them before, or are they brand new, or what's they look like?
I try not to poke my nose into affairs, but I did see some feathery wings down that corridor
And I
towards
will
the throne room.
very
Any points in this direction?
very unstealthily, I will turn to the rest of the party while Flynn's talking and going, I think that's the demon that said that we're going to come and punish the king. We should probably go quickly.
Yes.
I think we need to sort him out.
Ooh.
Charles Holiday.
Well, no, I've sorted him out. Like, his piano's back up.
I think he meant the king, but let's just hold it there. You said His Majesty's not done very well since the visit, yeah?
I think.
Is he in the throne room at the moment, or is he elsewhere in the building? I'm realizing this accent is failing faster and faster every time.
Now that you guys are actually out of the corridor, don't have the piano blocking in your way, and are a bit more into this room, Paladin Dave at least can actually see the throne of the throne room from his position.
Ooh.
Honey.
Though we can't see much into the room proper again because just it's a hallway. You don't really have bending around corners. But you do hear hushed chatter from that direction.
Is anybody on the throne at the moment?
Nope.
I'm gonna go sit in a comfy chair.
Okay, is anybody else taking any actions as Paladin Dave begins heading off towards the throne room?
Yes, before he does, can I grab him and try and hold him back for just a second and go, the fuck?
It's a comfy chair over there, look.
He's being pirate, Dave.
This is the
No,
point
no,
where-
no, 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 no.
No, he's being idiot, Dave.
Yeah, just wait. You're about to step into the room where the previous king might be, and you're just gonna wander straight in there. No, no, no.
The previous.
Use your brain.
Is the previous king? He's got no power.
Idiot Dave, just stop. Let's just wait.
Let's do this smart. Quite right, Dave. We need to be careful, and if we just go and sit in some fucking chair,
You
We
need to
don't
be
know what's
careful. We just broke a piano.
No, there's a
by
chair.
accident.
There's a chair over there. Sit on that, and I'll point over to this one. I'm clicking it.
Oh.
There's a difference between intention and causation. You intend to do something, or you cause something to accidentally happen. I'm not getting into the fact of what you're about to do is fucking stupid, but can we
Wait
hit
a
anything
minute.
else?
Wait a
Sorry?
minute. I have a plan. Let's send this idiot Dave out to the throne room. He can get killed, and we'll be safe. That way, the idiot Dave's gone, and we haven't got to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, but we need him. Unfortunately,
Do we really, really need him? Really?
Well, technically, yeah. Have you not seen what he did to the big demon that was coming out of that portal thing?
But technicalities can work in our favour. He can go out there, and we can potentially scratch this monster.
Can I just listen?
Just,
Can I just book him out
Yeah.
and listen to what's going on in the throne room, please?
whilst that's happening and hearing this going on, I am turning to Gorgor. You must have a wealth of patience to be dealing with them.
Well, there's
They must be
always.
so trying.
I will whisper, like, like he tries to whisper, but it's semi-loud. Well, the problem is sometimes there's always got to be one stooge in the party, and Dave is nice, but he is a little dim.
It sounded a lot like you've got... To be fair, it sounded like you've got four stooges at the moment. And I am whispering that one.
Well, they're not all bad. They all.
No, I'm fine.
They're all okay.
They're all trying to scream and shout at one another whilst the magic that is holding us in relative silence.
I would like to add,
against
I'm
walls and
not
walls.
screaming and shouting. I'm just talking. Just want to add that.
I'm taking the
Seems that we're
I'm taking the volume you lot have been talking at as what the volume you've been talking at. That's why.
Sorry.
That's why I was
Sorry,
able.
okay.
That's why Flynn was able to overhear your entire conversation.
My
It's
apologies. Then. If you're going like that, then obviously I'll turn the voice down a little.
Yeah, can we assume that if we are stealthing at that point, that we are whispering, because otherwise our mics won't be able to pick us up. So
That's
viewers
why
at
I'm
home can
speaking.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do as I
No,
do. Just say
Dave, you're
whispering. I will. You know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, Bucky.
I will also note that just Pass Without Trace is 30 feet of sound doesn't leave this bubble to a certain extent. So, like, you guys heard the piano crash, but you didn't hear it echo off the walls or rebound or reverberate at all.
Okay. Cool.
It was like
Well-
a very hollow.
Well, Mister, and looking to the piano man. Are you okay? Are you good?
I think so. I kind of really just want to go home today, but I'm afraid of leaving or angering His Majesty at the moment, as magnanimous and lovely as he is.
Well, if you do want to leave, you can always use the piano door. There's it's like an underwater place, and you can just walk the metal bits, and it takes you out to a cave outside.
I would walk over, whispering, and say, "Don't worry, the monster's dead."
The
so you should
dynamite,
be
yes,
fine."
Wait, there were monster stuff. What? There were. I've been sat here every day. There's monsters.
You
in
on
there?
about the one
Not-
in
There is, but it's a corpse.
Lawson
so
Station,
you're
wasn't
fine.
it?
And also, I think
Yeah,
Got
his name's
ruined by a
Paladin.
dynamite stick.
I think it was also too big to actually fit down the corridor, so you should be fine.
Man, I was
Are you
bullshit.
okay?
In fact, it rolled so
I
much.
think I'm gonna be fine. I managed to dodge out of the way of.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Can I give him cinders and tell him to pet the cat and just walk back to the room? Just listen out. Hear if anything can hear. Yeah, the slightly creepy, scratchy cat. It calms me down. And can I listen into the other room, please, to see if I can hear the monster we're meant to be fighting?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Perception check with that be.
Yep.
Cool. Sure.
Sorry, you want to play the piano, Dave? Oh my god.
All right. With a 19, you can make out a little bit better of what they're specifically saying. Like, there was very obviously like some sort of conversation happening there, and with people stopping shouting and with you focusing a bit better, you can make it out a little bit better. It specifically sounds like they're talking about what to do next. Sorry. Uh, Sorry, Asma does as Asma does. Had to cough.
Ah,
Yeah, okay. Are you okay?
Yep, I'm good. It's just, yeah. Anyway, all right. So she's clearly angry, but this seems fine. Everything is still fine. The kingdom will be fine, and I'm fine. Don't worry about this. We just need to ease the townsfolk and maintain order, and keep this quiet.
sounds like
Loving
they need
being
pass
awful.
without a trace.
Also, this is whispering.
Yeah, I
Sounds like
know.
we're trying to cover up what's happened to the king. Is that? Does it sound like a very stately voice coming through, like a gentleman of a certain age that might be of a certain, predisposition? Does it sound like a king?
Yes. Though not as you would expect, but yes. Like, it's got some weird extra raspiness to it. And a bit of an odd echo under it almost.
Do you think we should go and show ourselves to him and talk to him?
Give him the benefit of the doubt, or should we? If we go in and give him the benefit of the doubt, and he attacks us because he knows that we're the ones that effectively kind of caused him to turn him, then he might attack us, and then we've lost the element of surprise.
But if that happens, I can cast sleep on him.
Yeah, but can you cast sleep on everybody here simultaneously?
I can try.
Just might be a lot of people.
I mean, or I could do like a hold person, maybe, or calm emotions.
What we need to do is split him off from the pack, right? To minimise civilian, damages. Make sure that we're not going to hurt any servants or anything like that. We need to kind of cause a distraction somewhere else, and he'd probably be left here because nobody wants them to know.
I think I know the perfect man for the job. Camera pans to Paladin Dave.
Paladin Dave is trying to figure out how pianos work at the moment.
Paladin Dave.
Yes.
And goes to come the phone now.
We need you to go out there and run around. I think naked will probably do a good distraction. And we gotta make sure that everyone is eyes on you and not us. And I think running around naked is pretty distracting for some people.
Then we have to see naked.
We'll just old luck. That's all you gotta do.
Yes.
But no one might have to look. When you see horrible, carpets or something.
Train wreck. You're seeing a train crash happening right in front of you.
Yes.
You
I was
know
just
it's
trying to
gonna be
think
horrible.
of the
Cart crash, basically.
a cart crash, and you can't look away from that car crash, even though you know you're going to see something horrible. You just have to see it. What if, Flynn?
Yes.
We will step away from the door a little bit further away into the corner. Have you got musical instruments by any chance?
I've got a flute, and I've got a great big piano over there.
A what?
Great big piano.
I think we both can we come in.
Are you needing something portable, or are you just needing to make a lot of music?
Oh, no. You said that you're like really good at talking with people, right? Are you really good at creating loud noises?
Um, somewhat, yes. Why?
Why don't we put on a show? If we can create enough chaos, it should wake people up. Or we can get in and pretend we're like a traveling group here to satisfy the king's entertainment needs.
Huh?
Or we just go in all guns blazing and do the talky thing that we tried to do with Gloria, and then end up looking like a bunch of idiots.
Well, I have no idea who that is, but
She's Asmodeus's daughter. It's fine.
rolling a history check on that one.
This poor guy literally met up with us and was like, "Oh, you guys seem capable." We're like, "Yeah, we spoke to Asmodeus's daughters. Yeah, we're."
Especially with Lovey giving you the false lead of calling her Gloria, you're just left trying to figure out who on earth Gloria is.
Actually, no, I'm passive aggressive, and in every game, if I do not agree with that person, I will call them a wrong name.
Yeah, but that's kind of impeding Flynn's history check at the moment.
Ash.
It's cool.
Alright.
While they're speaking, Gogo's going to sneak up to here and try and peek into the room. Stealthily.
You'd still get a pass without.
Yeah.
Much further than that.
Does a 28 do any good?
The one comment I will make with the reminder to the stealth is cover and line of sight.
Yeah, that's why I'm using the wall here, because obviously we can't see anyone here.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like peeking around.
Okay, so you're very carefully peeking the corner.
Yeah, basically you're sliding along the wall looking more
Yeah.
Why does reveal area always go to hide area first?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. As you very carefully peek that corner, you can see into the throne room a bit better. And you see the king with some of the king's men.
He doesn't look very healthy.
And there does seem to be something off about him. Some sort of
blue.
necrosis or erosion, or just his skin is very cracked. And his veins are like almost red and crackly underneath it.
Does it look like, you know, when we fought the monkey and the things that fought the monkey, does it look any reminiscence, or does it look like the Aranyes does it have like features that resemble?
It's hard to pin them down, given he is wearing presumably ceremonial armor at the moment. So you're just seeing little bits of his skin poking out, and his skin is like bluish black in places. It's cracking in places.
I will squeak back in and just I think the king is broken. I've just had a peek and I'll reiterate everything you've just said.
That's such a descriptive manner. Broken.
I don't want to ask, but at the same time, you're not wearing armor of any kind. What the hell was squeaking?
Well, that's a magical secret.
Yeah.
He hasn't oiled his boots.
Probably his joints.
Yeah, it's probably best not to ask what squeaks.
Yeah, that's precisely why I was saying I don't want to know, but I have to ask.
I mean, Michael, I don't know either. That's the beauty of it.
Oh,
I'll just roll on the trinket table like a really stupid shit. It was that was squeaking. Like it's a fucking cooking pot. Okay.
Clank. Okay.
So yeah, I'll reiterate.
But no, I now need to know, why did you take a cooking pot out with you? What's you going to do? Cook him a meal? Perfect way of killing him. Cook him a meal, poison it.
Well, no, like I said,
You're a chef.
But the king looks broken. He looks all blue and cracky.
Well, I think you should pose as a chef, do a nice 3, 4, 5 course meal for him, poison the meal, kill him off that way. No bloodshed. only targeted death.
Right.
But I don't want to use my magic cook pot for that. It's meant to make good things.
Oh, fine. Let's all go in and chop people up.
Right. Okay, I probably should have asked you this a while back, but to be fair, it's the first time it's coming up. Why precisely are you trying to kill the king?
We're not.
And, well, apparently he's mentioned this almost every time he's spoken when we've entered this room.
We were coming to help save the king because of the king's son. He's gonna get me a crown.
Oh, jeez.
For doing it.
King's son. You got a description of who this is?
Yeah, he was short, white hair, acted like someone from an anime.
I kind of twist a little bit to the guy who's probably just sat next to me, looking at the rest of this group with kind of shock horror on his face about the same I've got.
Yeah, no, Gorgo will eventually spew out and I will say it's a rough description. It's not detailed, it's rough.
It's what was important to Gorgor. Like, the armor was really shiny, the hair matched the armor.
He had a big shield as well.
I'm not too familiar with the royalty here. Does that sound familiar? I've turned to the guy next to me at this point. Does that sound familiar?
If the armor was nicer looking than the typical guards here, it might have been one of the princes?
Well, he said he was coming on behalf of his dad, and he mentioned that the dad was the king and he was the heir, and I said that I wanted to help if I could be king, and he said he'd get me a crown, and there was a few other things.
Right. Did you get a name by any chance?
I haven't noted it. The Gorgo never noted it down.
I'm not sure.
Does anyone else want to speak up if they noted it down or remember? Because Gorgo doesn't.
You did all the talking with him. Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention.
Because don't forget, my notes are based off what Gorgo remembers, and Gorgo didn't care. I don't remember his name, no, but yeah, I kind of hit him in the head with one of his guard's legs. Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I'm gonna stop asking questions now. Actually, I wasn't asking to begin with, and I'm still getting answers.
And I don't blame you.
Well, your piano's fixed, so you can either go play that or leave like you wanted to.
I think, to be honest, it's probably for the best if you just stay quiet for the moment until we figure out exactly what mess you're in here.
If we go out there, the guards will attack us because we're heavily armed. What's down this way here? And I'll point down to these corridors.
The kitchens and some hallways are down there.
Go back to my plan. Kitchen, cooks a meal, poison them to knock them all out. Not kill, knock them out.
Well, do you have any poison?
I'm looking at you, Gorgo, because you're the magic person here. What can you magic up?
Well, I don't have poison on me. I cast magic, not kill people.
I just said not kill, incapacitate.
But I don't have any poison.
Right. Any of you lot? Plans?
Why don't we just confront him?
Well, that's what I think we should do.
I mean, you can even, if they then decide to attack us, technically they attacked first.
I thought the plan was not to kill where possible. No? Okay, let's walk forward and say, yo, Kingy, why are you crazy? Let's knock you out.
Did he
no,
sound crazy from what you were listening? When you were listening in, did he sound crazy?
No, he sounded to be he sounded to take order and restore, and that she was angry. I think he means Gloria. Or Gladys. I think her name might be Gladys. But at the end of the day, why don't we try and show him for who he is and turn his guards against him? Eventually, he'll slip up. He must know who
Hello.
he's
How
been
you doing?
dealing with.
Well, I've travelled with you for about 20 minutes, and I've no idea who any of you are. So,
Oh, I thought I
Yeah.
introduced myself. I'm one thing.
but you gave your names, but you didn't tell me you were here to try and kill a king.
No, we're trying to.
Are you trying to
The
make him not
king
alive
essentially.
anymore?
We're trying to
Sorry.
save a kingdom.
The king made an agreement with a devil to keep open a portal so devils could come into this realm, so he could restore order in his way. He also, subjugated his what would you call them? People of the town,
People?
constituents,
People? You could just call them
people,
his people.
exactly, people. Yes, he essentially, well, he kind of stole an item for them that was meant to save them and made the nearby town turn into ruin. He's been a little corrupt. So we can confront him, find out what he's been doing. If he then is apologetic and shows remorse, then we can continue on. If he decides to attack us, then
Okay,
he attacks first.
okay. We've done a little bit of work for the crown recently. Okay, I've never actually met any of the royals. I've just been working for them, helping guide the shipments and everything. So, but I've not heard anything about these rumors of that he's been conjuring these monsters himself. And
He's not.
the old city fell quite a while back, if I recall. So you're saying he's the one that's been making these monsters appear and caused that thing to fall?
No, he made a deal with the devil so the devil could open a portal in exchange for something that. Do we know why he made the deal? For power? For control?
We can ask him if we need to find out. So,
Okay, but who told you all of this?
The devil. Yes. Okay, I see your point.
shall we just go and talk to him? But the thing is,
Yeah.
though, he does look a bit blue-like and a bit not humany. So, Lovey, you might not want to trust him.
I would point out that currently the most human-looking one of a lot of us is this guy.
Well, no, I just want to say the last person that looked like he did, Lovey said was evil. So I'm just warning her that she might not want to listen to that person as well. That's all.
Gorgor, sometimes your stupidity seems like arrogance and insulting, because I didn't say it was because of the way she looked. I said it was because of who her father is and what she was doing.
But you said all devils were bad, which is all people are those.
I said, to be completely correct, is that the devils work for the nine hells, where devils usually try. I'm not getting into this discussion again, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to turn me into a bad guy. So, thanks, I guess. But I'll be the bad guy. That's what we need. And we need to go and talk.
But that is what you said, though.
No, you made assumptions based on what I said.
Can't help but feel
At the end of the
again
day,
you've
I'm
managed to get.
a.
I can't help but feel that somehow once again you've managed to get yourselves off the topic.
But shall we
Well,
just
this is the
go and
point.
talk to the Broken King?
Oh wow! Finally.
I've been saying it for 5 minutes.
So have I. Can we go talk to him, please?
Let's go and talk to him,
Yeah,
please. Yeah, let's get that over done.
Oh,
I think we
no.
send Dave in to talk to him first.
No, I will walk in.
I'll follow Lovey.
I will follow both of them and take the comfy chair.
Are you all entering from this
Yeah.
vicinity then?
I
Yeah.
love the idea. I'm watching them walk through, and it's like they're just barging in, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not even raising their arms in surrender or any kind of peaceful motion.
We're just
It's
walking.
But either way,
Four
I'm on help if
heavily,
you've got my weapon.
four heavily armed people just walking
Three.
into it.
I'm not walking in. I'm still by the door. Here.
Also, I've got a broom, so
Oh god, knife.
So yes, Michael. So I'm still here with you. See, I
Good.
didn't walk in.
And where is the cleric in all of this? Because he's either out in the corridor. Oh no, he's no longer out in the corridor.
He's here.
He's by the piano.
So
you
three
just-
people have gone in.
3 people have charged in. You're waiting in the wings. You seem to be propping the wall up. I'm just stood here in amusement.
Saying I'm not with them.
Oh no, I'm probably am going to swing with the rest of you. For just
I'll go
running
to
in.
Gabe and turn the power off button.
Don't do
There's a
anything.
power on and off button with me.
you all know that's in the back port, and you don't want to go
There you
there.
go. I'm turned off. Turned off.
You're gonna have to push him in the back port.
Off. On. Off.
Do you not remember the last time that we interacted with the Warforged, this group, and what happened with that?
but-
We tried to forget that.
Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
there's 3 of us that have walked in the throne room. What happens?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. As the 3 of you advance your way in there, 2 of you technically fairly unarmed. Well, I guess Gorgor has 2 arms, but from their point of view, you're unarmed.
I'm wearing robes and like I've got
Yeah.
a book. Yeah.
And she's just got like a broom, and then you have the heavily armored, heavily weaponed Minotaur.
Full of godly sigils because he's a paladin.
Yeah. I'm not disputing. I'm just painting the picture. And the 3 of you come in through the very, very side entrance to the throne room. And the moment do you announce yourselves? Do you simply begin walking in?
I think as we walk in, Lovely will say, "Oh, good day, King. I
Hello.
believe you sent us an invitation."
The moment you begin talking, there is a mild immediate panic as the guards try to half close in around the king and half investigate who you are. Who goes there? That is not the sanctioned entrance to the throne room, and you have not been properly announced. And they begin very cautiously looking you 3 over.
Oh, sorry. We just thought it was easier to use the back entrance.
Yeah, we came through the piano.
Yeah. I picked it up because I did knock it over. Sorry.
Let's just not tell them which way we come in, but there you go.
They really don't have much of an choice otherwise, but sure.
I mean, how can we say we're coming from the right side when we're stood in the left hallway? Come on.
Yeah.
As my friends explained, that we wanted to announce our arrival in the same way that it was done to us, you know? So, hello. We met your son, I believe? You know, a little bit angsty and edgy, thinks he's hot shit.
There's a small pause as one of the guards continues to stare at the trio of you. And the king is just generally assessing all of you. I did put out a call for the aid of adventurers, but if you've come for the bounty, it's far too little too late.
Oh,
And I find it highly suspicious that you're entering
Well, he told
so
us.
privately.
Well, he told us where this entrance was when we spoke with him. That's how we found it.
exactly. Is this the bounty on the ones we heard about, these horrible, like, Nedwells that had come here and somehow were attacking placements in order to usurp you from your rule? Was that the bounty you're on about? Because that's the one we were going to talk to you about.
There's a pause as he seems to assess. Wait,
You know,
you
ones.
spoke with my son and he sent you in through the back entrance, heavily armed and unannounced.
Yeah, because he told us at the end of the day that this group of individuals that were trying to do something to go against the angel, he was some of it. He got split off from the rest of his group, and they were fighting. He told us that we had to come here before they got here, so he could go and help his guards and his fellow men, and then told us about the secret entrance so we could get here and talk to you properly, rather than, you know, having to come through the other entrance.
You see mild paranoia across his face. Is he trying to usurp me? Did he send you here
Hey,
as
Pink, how you doing?
assassins?
No, he sent us here to protect you, so that these individuals had powers that they were able to close something and were bad individuals, and that one of them wielded great arcane power and another literally used some kind of darkened holy force.
Yeah. He
So
wanted us to help you because he thought you were in trouble, and when we spoke with him, he said he said I could have a shiny crown for helping. So what? Are you okay?
He is after my throne, I knew it.
no, he's
Wait,
not after
what?
your throne. We've come to help.
So you're allied with the angel then?
Well, we came to see if you was okay because he thought you were in trouble.
Glacier told us about what had happened. Her name is Glacier, right? That's not me.
Yeah,
mixing it
no,
up.
no, that is correct. Yeah.
Yay!
That's where he doesn't know the angel's name, but recognizes the princess of all devils' names and goes, oh, "Shit, kill them!"
Technically, I'm not lying. You did
No.
tell us what happened. I have not lied once.
Oh, you've lied a
Actually,
fuck
you've
ton
lied
of
a
times.
ton.
Well, I was
That's
trying
why
to
I
think of
rolled
the
an
best way
insight,
to do this
because
time.
I needed to tell how much deception.
It's the
bullshit
reason
you
why
want.
I emoted. Gorgo looks confused because you've out and out lied like 3 or 4 times, and Gorgo doesn't have the insight to know you're lying, and he's actively looking at you like,
Why
"Wait,
wouldn't
what?"
he?
I've chosen my words to be very careful.
Very carefully wrong the entire time. The zone of truth would instantly go, I can't say a word of that.
Well, no, I specified that we were here to talk about a bounty because apparently he's got one out on us.
But we're
That's what
not
I'm
talking
assuming.
about.
Yes.
But we're not here to talk about
Yeah.
our bounty.
Yeah, you talked about well, you said you mentioned about bounty. That's not why
Okay.
you guys are here.
I'm lying,
You
but
also
it's like-
mentioned about a powerful mage and do this and that and the other. That's not at all what the bounty was about.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're here. We're talking to him.
Either way.
Just lie through
hoping-
absolute teeth with the barest minimum of truth in there.
Hey.
A passive insight of reasonable value will tell you that the king seems a little muddled and a little confused. And you're not sure how stable he is, given that.
Well, he looks pretty stable
She
to me. He's
offered us a
standing.
deal. Sorry?
He looks
Gorgo?
pretty stable to me because he's standing okay.
Okay. I will say that she offered for us to work with her. Technically not a lie.
If she has sent you to assist us in cleaning up this mess, I would need some form of proof, as this is highly suspicious.
You've got no idea.
Well, we know she came to see you recently because when we spoke with her, she said after she was coming to meet you because the portal got closed and that she was not happy. And she said, what was her dad's name again? Amadeus? Asmodeus, that was it. Yeah, because she's the daughter of him, and I think it was him that was wanting it open, and because it got closed, she came to see why, and then said she was coming to see you because it got closed.
Why? And I'm kind of turning to the two that are still with me. It's like, why are they telling me that this person is a devil, and then trying to tell the king that he is an angel, that she's an angel?
I have no idea. It's as confusing as me.
That's why I leave them to it.
I think them just trying to worm their way through to get some different answers, or get a answer from somewhere by the sound of it, by not being fully factual.
I kind of get that. I'm really starting to think my neck's going to get stretched for helping you now.
You're not the only one, but that's why I'm around this side. I'll pretend to be a statue. I'll pretend to be a statue if it all goes tits up.
Did they actually even hang you?
No.
They won't just hang him. They'll just put him between two big magnets.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Hey, piano man.
It might not work. We don't know. It might work. Like, Jesus
Exactly.
Christ.
So,
Meant to have faith in each other, guys. If we're a party, like, you question stupid shit when we're all together as a group rather than talking behind our backs.
Well, you don't know this because you're not listening. You're too busy talking to the king.
No, we are listening. Like, Rose and Danny are listening to you.
I know, that's why we get to give the backseat commenting, because we're not there.
Yeah, this is
The
why.
same as you get to give the backseat commenting when we do shit.
Yeah, have that.
You don't usually
Anyway.
backseat comment, though. That's what you guys do. That's what we do.
But yeah, Gorgor
Anyway.
has spewed all that nonsense at the king, which is all
Yeah.
technically... Well, no, it is. No, it is true.
No, it's far more
It's
true.
true.
Yeah.
It's all true.
Anyway, piano
In a
man.
certain perspective.
So what does the
just waiting
king
for
say in
what-
response?
Yeah. What does the king say?
He is struggling for a minute as he's trying to piece together the incoherency of this story combined with his own muddling in his mind. And you see him going back and forth between, like, mumbling something about usurping and traitors and looking back to you guys.
When he looks back, I'll give him a smile and wave.
Glacier did.
Oh God.
Glacier did offer you a deal, didn't she?
If that's the name of the angel who swore to protect this kingdom, she asked us to protect
Was she orange?
an orb and invite in her reinforcements.
Was she orange? Had wings? Her friends have like red wings and things.
I only remember dealing with large eagle-like wings on a beautiful woman in
Would-
heavy armor.
Were they red?
Brownish.
Do they match the Aaron Yes's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
It's-
don't match
it's alright.
Glacia, but they match the.
No, it's alright
Aaron,
because
yes.
I thought they were normally red. That's why I said it. Well,
On the spectrum of
okay. Well,
brown
yeah,
to like orange.
yeah. She had like 4 of them with her, and she's the daughter of Asmodeus, who I found in my book is the leader of hell, and that's the daughter of the leader of hell. You've been speaking with a devil.
Does anyone have a
Oh,
passive
sorry.
perception above 20?
Nope.
No, not at this stage.
And as I'm saying,
not a chance.
it in my book, I've pulled out like the spell book I've got, and I'm like poking it, like, oh yeah, because when I look through the spell book here, I remember reading and saw a picture of Asmodeus, and Glacia
Cool.
is his daughter.
Sorry, I do have a quick question. Just before we resume with whatever the hell is happening there, you're a king, right?
This guard does lean in and whisper something to him.
I think this is going to go a little bit worse than you think. I don't think you might not get that answer.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the topic. You're a king.
This is
I'm sorry,
my land. Yes.
Do you have a trusted board of advisors, with people from the church? Where I'm from, that's what there is. There's the church, and they know that. I mean, I'm making this all up, Ash. I hope this is okay.
Yep.
Our king is well protected in terms of that. Somebody tastes his food. There's sigils on the grounds to make sure that nothing from another plane that's more leaning towards, death, destruction, murder, all those horrible things enters into the throne room. Do you not have those?
Roll a perception check with your question.
Yeah, because that's telling me shit. 16?
You can't quite identify what, but you do see a lot of scuffed markings on the ground as if they've been disrupted somehow around underneath the carpet. Very faint, you can't really place what they are, but you can place that
Something was there.
I assume that I noticed one of the guards is looking down, and that's what takes my attention, kind of deal. Oh, are these it? How come they've all been destroyed? Oh dear, I think you've been under attack. Without knowing?
And one of the guards, the same one that whispered to him at this point, pipes up. Sir, I think these are the same people who attacked one of your children.
No?
And with the visor, it's hard to tell, but with him now staring more intently at you and talking, he looks like the guard who got away.
Well,
Do I recognise it as well?
it isn't what happened, actually. But that doesn't matter. I'm asking a question. You do realise that someone has damaged your wards?
Yes, I found them uncomfortable.
You found your own wards uncomfortable?
I think you've learned enough from this conversation.
Well, I think I know what's going on here, but anybody else? And I'll look to the other guards in the room. Are you following? The wards that protect your king against evil have been damaged because he found them uncomfortable.
The king pipes up in response before the guards can. Men, they've attacked our prince, and now they've brought weapons into this chamber and are threatening and implying things unbecoming of myself. I believe they should be removed, and we shouldn't suffer their questions any longer.
I'm stepping through at this point. So, what you're saying is that you don't think that your men will carry on listening to you if they carry on talking? That's right. Are you really that uncomfortable with this illogic that's coming up and doing that? Now,
I'll move over so you can come in.
I'm admittedly very confused as I've only just met this lot. Now, you say this lot attacked his son, correct? And I'm gesturing towards the guards for whichever one said that.
That was
This guard is saying that they attacked one of the princes to him.
Did they actually attack him? And you can also verify if that's the case that I was not there beforehand.
Well, what it was actually a mistake because he thought.
Good. Please.
Okay.
We were near slaughtered to the last, and I retreated to warn His Majesty.
Yes, but did they attack the prince? The thing. Because these guys couldn't organize a night in a brothel, let alone an ambush. I've only known them 20 minutes, so this lot are not capable of that level of sophistication.
Good.
We first arrived attempting to stop the ritual, and upon arrival we were left on the brink of death.
Right.
His Highness found us, healed us back up, and we went in pursuit of those who would dare threaten our king, and were slaughtered near to the last.
Yes.
And
So you attacked. So you're saying you attacked these people, and you don't know whether or not they actually did the damage. You just found some nearby people and started attacking.
Yeah, it's either been a home job or they get reported that way. And if you look at the end of her tale, that hasn't been done.
well, His Highness saw them retreating from our mangled bodies.
Right. Were you near the bodies? And I'm turning towards this lot.
Well, we found them and actually healed them because they were pretty hurt. And when we went back to the other castle, we got attacked, and it was because the prince, the man was mistaken, his son. And afterwards we spoke to him, and we explained everything that we knew. But no, they were dying, and I'll point to Dave. He helped heal him along with all the other people we've got.
So you're saying
tickled already.
so you're saying you helped keep them alive long enough for said prince to get to them.
Well, Glacier killed or nearly killed them and was going to leave them to die, and we helped them. And Glacier's the one that's been speaking with the king.
And you swear that on your magic, right? Because I know that's important to you.
I swear on anything, yeah, because he's what he is.
Okay. So if that's the case, right now, Your Majesty, I do admit you're not looking your best. And these guys are saying that you might have come into contact somewhat with creatures from the Hells. Now, I find that severely unlikely. But they're saying that your son is also saying that you sent him in regard to go and stop something. And he now seems convinced that there's something wrong with you because of that. That's what I'm understanding, anyway. So, why don't we actually discuss this with your son and make sure we're all on the right page before something goes wrong? You said where did you say the son was at the moment? Was he on his way back here?
Ash, where did he say he was going after leaving us?
He was making his way back, but he was going up through the town first to make sure the town was secured.
Okay.
And
he said he's coming back, but he told us to come through the way we came because we'd get here quicker. And he was going to go and make sure the people outside and in the markets and in the taverns were okay and come here.
Right. So, and kind of gesture towards one of the gods. And if that's the case, we can have perhaps you call for a few more guards to go and find him in the town, and then he can come here and explain what all this means.
Well, yeah, because he can clear it all up then. He can tell you that you're mistaken and what we're saying is right. And I'm pointing to the guard, not the king. You know, the guard that said we had like murdered them. Like, so we can point out that he was mistaken, and like what we're saying is the right thing.
So, before you say that you weren't invited when you actually were, let's find out from the man who gave the inviting first. I'm sure, and in kind of gesturing to everyone, that's fair enough from the rest of you, right?
Yeah.
It's a reasonable choice.
Yeah.
I'm gesturing towards the guards.
Oh.
I do, and the king pipes back up. I do agree it would be reasonable to get more guards. He kind of looks down the hallway.
God, here we go.
You're not listening to a single thing, are you? You're just planning on attacking us, aren't you? This is the point of honesty. So.
I'll draw my sword,
Just,
and I'm going to stand here blocking this door because I have a bad feeling they're going to try and send something behind us.
Alright.
It's behind you.
we'll go around the other corridor that you were blocking.
No, but
Well,
if they
that's
try and
why
do
he's
both,
there.
at least he's got the one.
I will point out you are outside of my pass without a trace now, mate.
He just has to stand still.
I am standing still.
Can I have a look at him? Is he planning to attack us any second? Like, even though, you know...
Can we do insight checks on him to see what
we
is...
do insight checks to see what is
Yeah,
going
actually,
on.
I want to do
You may
that.
absolutely.
Because I don't want to be attacked if I'm not ready.
26.
Take care, lovey.
He was trying to figure out what you guys know and whether or not this needs covered up.
And the guards look like they know and are backing it up.
They don't look like they know everything, but they look like they know enough where one of them might have been one of the ones ordered to clear the sanctuary-esque circle in the throne room. Like, they don't look surprised at the implications, though they don't fully understand the implications.
Oh, one last thing before this all goes to hell. Or hells. Does everyone here understand? Because I've been a little confused with this thing. Because it sounds a lot like you've been betraying the kingdom, and it's starting to look a lot like it from your actions. Are they right in this, or are you've been tricked?
I made a deal that would secure both the people of this kingdom and our future, and all of the work that you have done has undermined that and left me in this state.
All I've done is walk through those tunnels down there and walked in here and had a conversation with you.
Plural you. But yeah, it's...
No, I was just going to ask. Just one quick question that I think will clear this all up. And Flynn, obviously, you've not been here for very long. You don't know what's been going on. When you say secure the kingdom, do you mean secure the kingdom so that nobody, you know, does better than you, so that your people are starving in the streets? That's what it kind of looks like.
Monsters were going to roam this land either way. I simply made sure that our little slice of heavens would be protected from those monstrosities. Other places be damned.
Why other monstrosities?
Yeah. I did notice how he said the monsters would roam this land. Did you guys?
Oh.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They were leaving this town alone, but with what you've done, you might have doomed the town as well.
So, you didn't think that maybe if you didn't invite them in, they wouldn't be here in the first place?
I'm thinking what he's saying is that there's another force who is already here, and he's just made a deal with another one to stop it.
Oh dear. It's like pouring oil onto a fire. You're trying to douse it out, but it just makes it burn brighter.
If you fools think that was the only portal, or the first portal, you underestimate everyone involved.
Oh dear.
Goody. Well, if that's
Technically,
hold on. If there was only one portal, then why are you all this and so upset? Surely with the rest of them open, the town is still safe.
oh, I think he's upset because Glacier didn't like the fact that he was so inept that we managed to close the portal.
Wait,
That was his only portal that he is responsible for opening.
Yeah, we'll close the other ones as well. I think that's what we'll do. Right, guys?
I'm feeling that's not well. That's if we manage to survive what he's about to order, because it looks like these four fine upstanding men are about to do whatever he says, even though he's just trying to doom their families to servitude to the hells by the looks of it.
Probably. But at the end of the day, most people keep on underestimating us, and we seem to be doing all right. Like when, you know, your son's men attacked me first as I was trying to open a door, or the time when, you know, your people attacked us after we saved them. People underestimate us.
The king's son will be here any minute now, so obviously we can sort everything when he gets here.
Yeah, I was trying to stall.
Yeah. For dramatic opening of the door now.
Yeah.
And a stall you have, but at this point, the weapons are coming out.
And now?
Gorgor, I'm the master of...
and now?
Gorgor, I'm the master of dramatic timing here. It ain't showing up anytime soon. Get ready to defend yourself.
Oh. Not now.
Still gone wrong.
It
was going to go wrong from the start, so we knew that.
I was hoping to try and use. To be fair, I was hoping to try and use my persuasion in that conversation, but it never happened. So I was hoping that the guards would at least be somewhat willing to
negotiate. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
When they were talking about covering it up and everything, I think I kind of clocked that they might be involved in it a little bit. But you know, when you were asking, like, what about you guys? What do you say? And they were just like, no way. At that point, you kind of like, you're loyal to fault, right? Okay. You're just people doing your job. No.
I mean, to be fair, I was.
Are we rolling initiative?
We've seen the turn order pop up, so we've been rolling. So
DM didn't ask.
Roll initiative.
Hello.
Before this, can I be talking to the piano man?
You really don't have. Yeah. I love how we're going to just retcon back about 5 minutes and have while everything else was going on.
Reminder, Gabriel, you have advantage on initiative.
I've just been sitting there.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck was that?
Don't do a Matthias. If we're fighting, come on. Like,
I mean, even I'm involved in this fight.
This time?
Hey, I was involved in the last fight.
What, by running away?
No, the last fight, I was the one shooting crossbow bolts and giving you advantage so you could escape the grapple.
True.
I'm
just asking.
Grapple.
Well, what I've been trying to ask the piano man, what does the two corridors lead to? It's been asked for the last 10 minutes.
You've been told, the kitchen.
Yeah.
We got told that before we even entered.
Yeah, I asked that question ages ago.
And this one leads around here. You can see it. You said the kitchens, which is down that one, and that one leads to the entrance.
Yeah.
I'm going to get myself a bite to eat then.
Yeah, there was the whole conversation about trying to poison his food or whatever.
Yeah, that entire conversation.
I remember that.
Yeah, and you were too busy propping up the wall at the time.
Oh, I know.
I swear to God, like, if your character ends up doing a Varn, I will not be happy, Adam. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you just walk off.
Hey, I already pulled the Varn of this. I pulled the Varn of this campaign already, so he can't.
You already has.
Exactly. What is it with our characters? Walking away.
I think Dave's just going to make himself a sandwich.
If that is what he
I think
chooses to
Dave's in
do.
the ring with us. Dave can't make a sandwich. He's going to fight. He's in here. Look,
Oh,
he's
I'm
right
Paladin
here.
Dave. I'm not Dave. I'm Paladin.
No, you're Dave.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares.
Right, we're in initiative.
Yeah, also,
God's
Gabriel apparently
sake.
has advantage
You are
on it,
Dave. Get the fuck over it.
and the DM has tried to do twice. At this point, Gabriel has advantage on initiative. We've still got some poor initiatives.
Cleric Dave, going once, going twice. Would you like to be in initiative, or are you making a sandwich?
I'm making a sandwich to start with.
Alright, I'm gonna eat you to the kitchen then.
So you are no longer in
yeah.
initiative.
He's not going to be in the fight.
Right.
It takes ages to make a sandwich, like if you're doing it properly.
I am also going to reveal how far away the kitchen is. 1 sec, I gotta zoom out
How
to
are
that.
we on, PvP? Just understanding, DM, is it allowed?
If we need it.
Oh god, a new challenger has arrived. We have Knock. Hello, Knock.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I gotta select here. That's where the kitchen is, by the way.
Thank you.
If that's where
that's
you made your way over. While they
Are we
converse
making a
with the king.
sandwich?
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
What a
murder him.
muppet.
I'm doing alright, Knock. I'm doing alright.
While
No,
that is
it-
going on.
Got a new D&D layout, as you can see on the
So
screen.
stupid.
We got
No,
movies,
before
we got
do,
films,
well,
let's
well,
move.
Like, she's
Yeah.
pissed. Hope ready.
What do you mean with
it's
new
bad
challenger?
enough when
You
the
are the
rogue
new
is doing
challenger.
it. When the cleric
Oh.
decides to bugger off and not get
Well done,
involved.
Fluff.
Ah, yeah.
Even so the
I,
cleric knows
Fluff
that
refresh my
combat is
page.
about to
You
ensue.
are the new
Just
challenger,
fucks
Knock.
off.
You don't
Just,
know that.
You guys are ready for this. The party
Can I
will not.
repeat?
None of you lot know that. Bear in mind.
No.
No,
Yeah, you got a
but when he
challenge to
doesn't
take it, though.
arrive, we will know it.
I'll tell you as soon as I'll come round.
Nice.
Right. So, do we need some rolls for the bad guys, and then we can?
Bad boys, bad boys. What you
Can I
gonna
repeat
do?
the,
What
close
you gonna
of the,
do when I can't sleepy?
Of the prince.
What?
He wants to start replicating the prince's armor and clothes.
I think that would be outside of the box's monetary value range, and I don't think you have any crafting professions.
Especially in the kitchen.
Unless you can explain why you would.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Ah,
Pots
that's
and pans to the
very
army.
hot and cold initiatives, Ash. 19, 1,
This
20,
point, the only way
2.
you'd probably be able to get away
Dan,
with
check
what I
your
think you're
mic.
planning is a disguise self.
I think the problem we might have with this
Hopefully
is
that'll be
that
better.
the king was during that conversation thinking that the prince is trying to usurp it.
I don't think that really matters at this point because he's sort of already gone mad with.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walked in and said, your son has sent us to help you. And he goes, what? He's trying to steal my throne?
No, yeah, no, I
help.
appreciate it. Like, because
Not help
sometimes
you
it
into
does
the
do
grave,
it.
help
I
you
think
get
it might be
fixed.
the wire
Stealing
quality's
my
not
throne.
where
I
it
mean,
should
Gorkor
be.
did say that the prince promised to,
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
I'm
that-
aware.
Yeah, that was after he'd already said, so he's trying to usurp my throne.
Yeah, it does seem like he's a bit deranged, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Gorgor used the word deranged would normally be a thing, but the fact that he has a vocabulary that's very fancy.
Oh yeah, that was a word that Gogo shouldn't have used. That is a bad on my part, sorry.
And the king gives a small, swift motion as instantly 2 of the guards charge up to try and block your advance.
Well, Fluff is currently on my desk. He's currently sprawled out, and he's currently
Cannot reach Gorgor, can't
enjoying
reach Luffy.
life.
And he's going to draw his sword and attempt to slice at her
No, that is fucking rude.
with 2 sword swings.
It is rude.
Oh, it's because he's so doesn't start saying anything.
One of which is going to connect.
11 misses.
Hey. Hey.
4 points of slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Wait, what?
1 hit. Liam.
Oh. Okay, so
One hit under.
The
Trust
second
me,
one is
he
going
doesn't
to
do
simply
nothing.
stand in front of
This
Gorgor, trying to
motherfucker
make sure it's
causes
harder to get
trouble.
directly to the king.
He's a naughty little boy.
And then we're going to pop over to Gabriel, as they're trying to take some sort of wall formation to protect, you know, the important people.
I go to there, and I'll wait at this corner, out of sight.
Alrighty.
So I'm waiting for an opportunity to charge forward when I see. Thank you.
And you do have exactly enough. Perfect. Alright. Lovey.
DM,
Yeah,
What?
but
what animals may I have encountered over, you know, my travels? Because I am technically a far traveler, so I've been all over.
All of the
Yes.
basics. Some mildly exotic desert creatures.
Okay.
Like scorpions and the like. Obviously, it still has to be within your CR, so you've probably seen some aquatic stuff, and you've probably seen some scarier stuff, though aquatic and flight are still off the table, I believe.
We are level
3.
3?
Three.
4? 3, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Would
so-
I have seen maybe anything in a jungle prehistoric kind of thing?
I didn't
Roll an out of
say-
character persuasion check. Roll an out of character persuasion check. Give me a d20 unmodified and tell me why you've seen a dinosaur.
I've seen a dinosaur because whilst I was on my travels, you know, running away from my hometown, I might have had to
Have a
hide
good
in a
night,
jungle
Knock.
that was nearby
Take it
to where
easy.
I lived. You know, so I saw a dinosaur.
Okay. I would like to advise the party. Lovey has encountered dinosaurs in
That-
recent history in her backstory.
That means dinosaurs now exist in this world.
Woo! I mean, it was like because I'm from up in the mountains, and then we travelled down in the
So,
jungle to be able to get down to the boating place, which is how I got here.
so what CR part
I would like
creature
to.
have you seen?
Well, let me do a turn. First of all, as an action, I would like to cast Moonbeam!
Hey, Mimi.
Okay.
Right here, please. Just like
for it.
there.
Draw it up.
Right there.
So it's catching the king and this dude, isn't it?
So you can only get one.
No, if she does
Oh,
it
no,
on
then I'll go
a...
for
No,
it.
she can... Because it's 2x2.
Yeah, and he's
Oh,
facing.
yeah.
Oh,
Get it on the
yeah,
king,
yeah.
though. Get it on
I'll
the
do it
king.
here then. I'll do it. Get these two in it.
Get the
Yeah.
king. Get the king.
King.
Get the king. I'll get the king then. With everybody shouting around me. Can someone draw me a box getting the king?
I will draw a box for you. It'll be very nice.
Liam, you are the expert in Moonbeam. Draw a
He is
box.
the
Yeah.
expert in Moonbeam.
Yeah, I'll
And
just
erupting
mark
earth.
Oh, look at that box.
Oh no, actually, I would like to undo that.
Okay.
Can I undo that? I would like to not cast Moonbeam. I'm just gonna turn into a Velociraptor.
But me box.
Oh, that was actually... The thing is, Rose, it was actually a low-key good idea. That's a shame.
I know.
No.
Just, I'm not a
No,
Circle of the Moon druid.
Wait, what type of?
I
Are
thought you
Circle of
was.
the Moon or?
No, she's a Circle of the Land. She's a spellcaster
Ah.
druid.
Oh.
A wizard druid.
Yeah.
Because when you'd said it
Actually-
without realizing, there was one feature of Moonbeam that would have been perfect, just in case. It's too late now because you've rescinded it. Those that are not in their
Oh, no,
current
but
form
you
are forced back
rescinded
into their current form. So if it's a
Only-
fake
only-
king,
Only if you've got the shapeshifter tag, essentially.
yeah, but it would have shown him if it was like it. Probably not the case,
Actually,
and
sorry.
you've rescinded it now, so it's too late.
Can I unrescind it and redo?
Oh, for fuck's sake! After I tell you the meta thing, you now want to unrescind it. Okay.
I wanted to rescind it anyway after I realised it would take an action to cast it to change.
She
Doesn't
wanted
do
to
it.
fire it and change, yeah?
Yeah, but no, I would just like to just put Moonbeam right here.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
over the king. Perfect here.
Wait,
Perfect.
the king? Oh wait, where the ping
Leave,
going
leave,
everywhere.
leave it where it is. Leave it over
Oh,
the
yeah.
king.
I am confusion.
Liam, we know that, and Rose is not helping you, but
No, I am confusing myself. I'm sorry.
Which people do you want it to touch?
The king. So right
Okay.
where it is. Actually, if we could move it like here to like there to capture the king.
Move it left and down one, Liam.
Yeah, because if
Down
anybody tries
and to
to
the
get
left.
in front of the king to protect
So the
him.
king's in the top right of it. There you go.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
You're making a sandwich. Don't start, Adam.
Wow.
Oh,
Fucking wow. You're making a sandwich. Shut up. Fuck, okay.
And then I believe that's going to stay up anyway. So, Moonbeam,
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.com.
which is a concentration spell. I believe.
Pass without trace is gone. Shrug.
I don't think we need pass without trace anymore, to be honest.
Just declaring it to declare it. Yep.
So that is my
Let
last.
myself in.
There we go.
I like Moonbeam.
So enter the spell for the first time, so it'll go off on its turn.
Yep.
And that's the end of my turn. Next turn, Velociraptor.
Wait, have you just
what
snuck
book
into
is-
initiative?
Of course, he's just.
Yeah, I
snuck his
got
way.
bored of the sandwich.
Well, it doesn't matter. You are
It's
4 miles away.
It's too late though.
You
way
started
too late.
this combat over here.
You started your sandwich or you finished your sandwich?
Oh well.
Anyway, that's the end of my turn.
I'm just fiddling
Sorry.
with the game's controls.
So yeah, it's got to make a constitution save.
At the start of its turn or when it enters. Yes.
Yeah, it's entered it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count if you drop it on it the first time.
Because then you're double dipping.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Normally, when we end up doing it, it's because Liam has just managed to just be before whoever he's about to
Yeah.
burn with it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we just
quite good
go
with initiative.
end of turn, start of his is the same thing.
Okay, that's fair.
It normally just lines up well, but yeah.
But he's very clever because he's just now blocked my path to him. So, yay.
Well, no, Liam hasn't done that this time.
Whoever did that, yay.
I don't know what the fuck you are. I don't give a shit.
Yay.
I think like a you problem there.
Yeah, it does.
Rose, what book is the Velociraptor in?
It will be Volo's.
Why is Dan behind me?
Because he's been bullshit and tried to sneak his way in, but he's not allowed.
Yep, there it is, Bolos. Thank
You
you.
can join initiative, you have to walk back from the kitchen, okay? Is that fair?
The thing is, while you were talking, this is when I'll be making the sandwich.
Yeah, but bullshit, and you declared you weren't getting involved in the fight, so.
I haven't turned into it yet. I've had to just do
Yeah.
Moonbeam and then.
I just wanted to not have to find
Check
it.
it.
Later, yeah.
But next up we've got
Try
our
and get it completely.
bardic
Alright.
friend.
Flynn?
Okie dokie. So,
And Liam, be thinking about your turn, which I think you
I
already have.
know what
but-
I'm doing, I think.
okay.
I've got 2 plans.
Right.
As long as you don't go, oh, I can't believe you've done that. Or, no, don't go there. 20 minutes.
Well,
Just don't do a Gabriel or a Deer, please.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, I will. Because I still can't think of anything creative, so I'm just going to viciously. I'm just going to say that I insult the king and viciously mock him.
Alrighty.
Just say his mom's a
I mean,
donkey.
it was pretty insulting when you told him that you didn't look great right now.
just call him
Sure.
a broom.
So yes, can I have a
You
saving throw, please?
broom.
Wisdom?
I believe it is. Un secondo. Voilà. Yep, wisdom saving throw.
A broom.
16.
That is a success.
Whatever you thought of saying, he did not care.
Oh, I completely get that he didn't care what I said, but yeah. Okey-dokey. Okey-dokey. Gogo, I think it's time you show them how impressive a mage you truly are. And I will inspire Gogo.
Hey.
Alrighty.
Finger guns.
Paladin Dave.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to move,
Sorry.
No, I'm good with staying where I am.
Yeah, okay. Sounded like the end of your turn, sorry to presume.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
15 foot to this guard right here.
Mhm.
And I got myself here. I am then going to, if I can find my weapon, use my great sword on him.
Mm-hmm.
23.
That is a hit.
Okay. I'll
Roll
do
me
my
big damage.
Oh. 15. Bonus action. Can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Is it a strength saving throw to go unconscious?
To get pushed back 10 foot with my horns.
I think he's automatically failed as he is unconscious.
Oh, he's
so
unconscious.
he is the dead.
There you go.
Yeah, strength
Okay.
save is floor.
Okay, so I'm going to take an opportunity attack to do what I'm going to do now, but I don't mind. To help the team. I'm going to go to there.
You are going to take the... Oh. It doesn't matter. You're good.
Yep. Then move to the edge of the moonbeam next to the king. And that is
Okay.
the end of my turn.
I know that sounds daft, but he was.
Yeah, I got 30 foot movement to get at the end of my turn.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is where this comes in.
When did you last see him? Yesterday.
That is a fail. Throw me big damage, Rose.
2d8. 2d8. No, 2d10. 2d10. Fuck.
Fuck, if we're going up. 2d12. 2d12.
2d100! Come on!
2d100.
Just kill the king.
Just 2 golf balls. Just go.
Oh. Most people
It's
haven't seen my
D10.
balls, have they?
She said big
Whoa.
damage, Rose.
I know, I rolled a 1 and a 4.
Damage is damage.
And if he's shape-shifting, he boops.
I'm aware.
He does
He's
not.
not shape-shifting.
He is
He
not.
is the king.
He has not
He-
booped. That is a shame.
He is not a shape changer, however, it does seem to peel away what little was left of his pinker, fleshier skin, leaving him in a very rough-looking, coarse-looking, bluish, reddish tinted
You just burnt away his
Skin.
humanity.
He's
with black red veins coursing through him, cracks erupting across his skin.
Oh. He's very good with a cleric, I think, just to...
It definitely seems like while he is not a shape changer, his creature type as a whole might be different from what it used to be, and you've exposed that at the very least.
One of these things is not like the others.
Oh, nice, 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 nice. Glycerap. That's what that is, by the way.
Okay. What is that?
I'm guessing that's the one.
Glyceraptors. Oh, I'm not a Velociraptor, but yeah.
No.
For next turn. I'm
Okay.
just
Okay,
doing
let's
that.
go second then.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, no, it's not even for next turn. It's the turn after.
No, it's next turn. 'Cause
No,
next
you
turn
don't.
I'll-
Action to
Next turn,
change.
you'll turn action, and then you'll need to do an attack on the turn afterwards.
Oh no, it's not. That's not an attack. That's for me to know what hit points it's going to be when I chat.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's
I'm just doing things out of order. I'm so sorry. I'm getting.
No, you're fine.
Carry on, please.
Either way, as that happens, he does seem to shrug off the initial hit at the very least. Like, it doesn't seem pleasant, but he at least seems confident in response to it. And he unsheaths his sword and instantly bats at Paladin Dave with it,
Oh, hello.
which is...
What did this guy do?
He died.
I hit him to death with my sword.
He
He
just
wasn't
kept.
even in there. Did he go in there?
Goring
he
horror.
He got
Yeah.
knocked into it.
He's going home to move him back 10 foot.
Basically, Paladin Dave just went, get out of my way, and he did.
See, my plan was, if he lived, he would go into the moonbeam and take more damage.
Well, he died. And went into the moon.
Does an 18 hit you, Paladin Dave?
He does, yes.
Alright, so his sword he like backhands you with the sword effectively, just giving you a small cut.
Oh, I'll be bonked.
This is where only he does like only a deep. You called that small cut.
But as his right hand slashes you with the sword, some terrible, foul-looking energy comes from his left hand.
Oh no!
And attempts to sink into the wound that he left you. Like, he cuts you open, and the moment there's a wound, he attempts to just shove necrotic energy through that wound.
Ew.
That sounds a bit dangerous. Do I need to do a saving throw, or does it just happen?
Oh, that sounds
Spell
like
attack.
you're gonna get an infection, huh?
Does a 20 hit?
No!
Inside check.
You take 15 necrotic damage.
Oh, that was perfect, Liam. Just the high-pitched, no!
And as your life force is drained, he seems reinvigorated as well.
Oh, goody.
That is his turn, though. He hit you with his sword and then necrotic touch.
Okay.
What is this damn vampire bullshit?
He's just draining life. That's not a vampire bullshit. He didn't use teeth.
I think on you, specifically, multiple times. Sorry.
But no, he just drained life. Very, bluntly. Gorgor.
Well, I don't like the situation that we're in, and I'm gonna twin spell for my bonus action. I'm going to cast Gur, and I'm gonna rage. And my second spell, I'm gonna cast Find Familiar, and I look at Lovey, and she's quite familiar to me, so I have found my familiar. And I'm gonna walk over, and to get the man that's attacking her, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt, because she's a witch, and I'm gonna bolt him with my fist in his face.
That's a lot of spell casting in one turn, mate.
Yeah, I think those all have to be cantrips.
Oh no, the thing is, I'm just that damn good of a wizard.
He breaks all the magic rules, and that's
Yeah.
okay, because he is Gorgor.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt, and I'm gonna, like a streak of lightning, my fists are gonna bolt across his jawline.
You deserve this victory, Danny.
Yeah, that was.
That's 13 points of Witch Bolt damage to the. I just cold cocked him, just straight up.
Yes.
Yeah, that rocks him. Is there anything else on that?
No, unfortunately, because if I had my bonus action, I could, but I used it to rage.
Okay, so it's True Strike as a bonus action. I wasn't sure if that was just
Yeah,
on.
all my cantrips that through Muscle Wizard are you use your bonus action if you hit, sort of thing. So I have to hit and bonus action, but I used it to rage, so no.
Yeah,
But no, I just walk up, find my familiar, I walk up and just wham! Just I can imagine his helmet, like I probably like bonk his helmet off.
Oh, he is rocked. He is instantly like, he was confident and ready to fight, and he is dazed. He's out of it.
Why couldn't you all just wait until your prince came here? We were trying to help and you're being mean. Fuck.
I mean, he's got to be like on his last legs.
Very much so.
I think that's why she asked, because it would have been a good one shot.
We were trying to help in terms of what we thought would be helpful, but we won't be helping them. But no, that was brilliant. I love the witch bolt bit as well, Danny.
The fact that it crit.
Well, the thing, it was, well, so yeah, basically, if I flavour each of my spells, depending on who I'm helping, so Witch Bolt is lovely, because witch, it crits every time, it's great.
Especially when you give it a
It's
big
awesome.
epic spiel beforehand.
Yeah. Like casting, and the thing is, because she's half orc as well, she's technically we're familial almost. So
There's
Fine.
probably something in that
yeah,
somewhere, very distantly.
All
very,
right.
very.
So the two knights who are in melee combat with Gorgor attempt to.
oh, they don't even acknowledge
Defend
Lovely
themselves.
anymore. They're just like, no, fuck, he's a threat. Fuck.
Yeah, well, the first guy, this guy, he just tries to like retaliate for
Oh.
attacking his friend.
And what does this guy do as well?
Wait, they're all gonna be back to back in initiative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the bottom guy is going to swing twice in Gorgor's direction.
Oh.
With the second one coming up, I believe a hit.
Yeah.
I don't think Gorgor can cast Shield of all things.
Oh, well, I can, and that's how I managed to stop the first one. I used my reaction to cast shield on the first attack. And that's the reason why I got hit with the second one, because I shielded the first.
I like the idea that you shielded your face and he just gets you in the stomach or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that can be. Oh,
Well, the spell worked. My face was shielded.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh god, we're
so
starting to play Gorgor now.
What was that?
I was just saying that we're starting to flavour your movements now. We're like into it.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Gorgor does take 2 points of slashing damage. Which I'm sure he really cares about a lot.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
he-
yeah,
of course
because he
He
just
just cut
cut
his robes.
he just cut my very fancy robes. What the fuck?
If
But-
he wasn't, I'm about to say, if he wasn't terrified before, Gorgor just looking down at the cut and looking back at him in the face, and just like,
Like that,
That
after
might
he
be kind of
succeeds.
weird.
Yeah, like tears streaming. You just cut my robe. I'm gonna make you go to sleep.
His second friend, feeling a little reinvigorated by that, does try and follow suit against Gorgor with more sword slashes.
Same result, one hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
cuts the other side.
No, what it is, the one guy cut the left seam, the other one cut the right seam. So now I'm just wearing like a boob tube robe because like the you know the flowy bit that goes down to the ankles has just slipped to the floor. So
Yeah,
now,
they're just hacking Gorgor's outfit to pieces.
yeah, because it was on his last legs anyway. He was fucked. So yeah, no, they've basically made his robes into a boob tube because they've just cut the fucking flowy roby bit at the bottom.
Are
And
you
the
going to use
third
your
one.
bonus turn to do the paladin dance? Like, picture.
Oh god, oh god.
So
Sorry.
I'm presuming then he's there in a wizard hat, a boob tube robe, and his underwear.
Yeah, and yeah, that's about it. Well, don't worry. We'll cast we'll fix the robe. Like we'll crudely reattach it.
I think we might. I think some of us might need to be using alcohol to cast modified memory on ourselves.
The third one moves up and tries to peel Paladin Dave off of the king.
I don't think the king needs that help, but sure.
And he makes 2 sword slashes, both whiffing pretty hard, but trying to at least distract him and get his attention. And then Cleric Dave, you finally make your way back from making a sandwich.
I did.
What
There
you
wasn't
doing?
anything. There wasn't any in the kitchen though.
He realizes there wasn't any gluten-free bread, and he can't eat that on his diet, so he has to come back.
Maybe
Okay,
somebody.
Yeah.
I'll just sit
Okay,
there calling
so-
out for help a little bit to reverse the a hand, please.
Yeah. I turn to. I can't move very far anyway, so I'll move there.
Fix me, Dave. Fix me.
Now
Where
praying
are
to
you?
himself to heal himself.
Just so you know, when you draw in lines, if you right-click, you put a pin in the movement, so you can draw it in different lines. So you can do like this. Let me show you.
There's nothing like
Okay,
it. Then.
Okay, I'll cast Healing Word at first level. on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And Shazia and Kareem were already here because of Kareem's job, so there was family.
That's kill wounds.
Just made sense.
Oh,
Nope. Sorry, wrong one.
I don't think you can get a 5 on a d4.
No.
I can try.
I mean, you can if you're cheating.
Still a good roll, though.
It's still a really fucking good roll, actually.
Mm.
Nice.
And I'll go to the nearest, and I'll see the nearest guard there. And so I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
So can I make a wisdom save, please?
Yep.
Since the same bloody guards are frigging revived.
Yeah, probably is the one that you revived.
Yeah, he's taking damage.
All that D8.
That's why I moved us here. I thought a small town would keep them all out of trouble.
Why are you asking about that?
Gone through.
What's that got to do with
If you got the other one, you could have done D12 and you got like 2 hit points left. But
Has this been hit already or not?
nope, this one
This one
hasn't.
has not.
That one had, but you're not attacking that one.
I'm sure you understand after what's happened to Seth. So can I just ask,
No, it's not. Oh.
where were you last night? What?
Okay.
I just need to...
You told his death, and he inches closer towards the grave.
Ong.
I were at the snoop roll. Wasn't I? Okay. And where's that?
I believe that's action, bonus action, any movement left.
No, that's everything. Your movement's gone.
Well,
Gabriel, you're up.
You moved like 15, so you'd still got more.
Was it 15? I thought it was 20.
You were there. 5,
One,
10,
two.
15. And even if it was 20, you could still have...
Yeah, you've done that, look.
Okay, I'll move slightly to the right.
I was gonna say, because you've got like potential to do like that, look.
Yeah, the change in movement's not very far.
It's 30.
No, it's 20.
No, it's 30.
Is it 30?
Yes.
If a gnome is 25, a human is faster.
He might be heavy armor without strength.
I'd say,
Is that what it does?
yeah, you just slow you down if you're wearing it without the strength to wear it.
Listen, I've got to be quick 'cause
So if he's in chainmail with less than 13, for instance.
I'll see a sound.
Is it even possible?
I
Yeah,
didn't
you
think it was
can,
possible to equip if you didn't have the strength.
No, you can
You just
equip
lose
it.
10 feet.
Oh.
I thought he wouldn't have proficiency though, would he?
Oh, proficiency, it means it doesn't help too much, but that
So
means he can't move properly in it and he has disadvantage on attacks.
Is it
and
my
shit.
is it my go or not?
I
It
believe so,
is.
yes, yes.
I've got to go.
Right, so I'm gonna go
Oh.
to there and hit him.
Love you too.
Help,
Okay.
gets a little bit of healing and the guy next to him fucking dies.
Excuse me, hi.
Or maybe not.
Hi, can I help you?
Is there anything else modifying that roll?
Have I got an advantage? Because obviously you got.
Are you a friend of the family?
That's
If you
not...
could have moved 5 foot more, you might have got it.
I can't. That's my 30 feet.
Then no advantage, unfortunately.
Computer says no.
Nah.
You're an Eldritch Knight, aren't you?
I'm looking right now what I've got. You can perform 1 hour literal. That's a 1 hour literal. Let's have a look. What have I got? Eldritch Knight. You can cast wizard spell. No, don't do that yet. No. You get +1 bonus on armor. No. Essentially, no.
No, nothing you can do.
No.
Yeah,
I'm a
like-
I'm a lowly dude. I ain't that good yet.
I mean, you probably have a few cantrips you could have used, but
Well, not after attacking.
That's my point.
yeah, he doesn't get the ability till higher level to.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Great.
So yeah, it's a miss.
Bonus action, action surge.
I don't want to action surge yet.
Okay. Lovey, do your thing.
Well, I'm going to turn to a Velociraptor. So what happens is, she basically, like in a swirl of her skirts and her dress and everything, you know, very horror movie-esque, with just that kind
She
of
kind of
thing.
like twirls around and turns into like.
Yeah, but it's less like pretty like Rianne would, you know, like Cause
Mhm.
Another Campaign, and more like oh god, something terrible is coming at me in a kind of flare of dresses and skirts, and will literally wish around him to hear, and then be ready, kind of standing behind, and turn into a velociraptor. Yes!
Make a do velociraptor noises, quick.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm going to remind everyone in like 3 episodes, dinosaurs are in this campaign.
What have you done, Rose?
One of us is getting eaten by a T-Rex. It's Rose's fault.
Hey, it was my fault last time.
Of course, it was your fault.
Well, I was the DM last time, so it was my fault.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Flynn, vicious mock, the enemy is not your allies.
But they make it so much easier for me.
we like vicious mockery our friends. That is what banter apparently is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would like to... Yeah, my only damaging spell would definitely not be useful right now, so yeah, I will do Vicious Mockery on the King again, please.
Okie doke.
What do you say?
I asked the DM very nicely to let me do insult him.
I allow you. You may insult the king.
Thank you.
What do you say?
The king be insulted. I believe that's a fail. Yeah.
Just call him a dirty snot bubble or something. You ain't gonna be clever about it.
Yeah.
Just call him the used cloth of a brothel. Fucking hell.
No, I don't think you can say that. You know, his actual makeup was less convincing than Charlie from the brothel, or like some I don't know, like.
I don't know, Rose. Maybe next time you play the bard.
Shout out to all the Charlies who work in brothels. You are the real MVP.
Well, you had 20 minutes. I got that out of my arse in 3 seconds.
Yeah, like fuck.
Yeah, well, I don't do insulting people very well.
Just call them wankers, like anything.
Anything else with your turn?
I allow, like, seeing that Gorgor has managed to get some. Gorgor is taking these two down, and Lovey is some sort of reptilian creature.
I'm currently taking them to Pound Town.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I think I like to think that I at least set you partially up for that joke there. So, yeah, given that the paladin was asking for assistance. No, well, they're distracted. Hit them. You can do this. I've completely given up on the accent at this point. So, but yeah, you now have inspiration.
Yay!
Paladin does.
Paladin inspired.
You now have a D6 inspiration, and I have one more left to use. So I can either cutting word something, or inspire one more person.
Alrighty. Moving any?
Nope, staying still.
Paladin Dave, use that inspiration. Show us what you got.
I would like to hit the king, please.
Alright. Roll diplomacy to ask if you may hit the king.
That's on a D20.
We don't have a diplomacy check.
Oh, I can't do it then. I'll have to hit him.
Oh, just D20 plus your attack roll modifiers.
Good roll. Go ahead. 18. Do you wish to add anything else to that roll, or do you think that'll be good enough?
I think that'll be good enough, I hope.
And good enough it is.
Yay! What is... Hold on, let's have a little looky-loo.
You seem to have just matched his plate armor.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I've got one smite left to put into this, so I'll hop for that 20.
Is it a now? Is it a now or a never?
And that 20 is unlikely, I think, because I can't get the guaranteed advantage anymore. So I'm gonna put the smite
now,
into
or
this.
when you get knocked down later.
Wait, what?
do it now or potentially get knocked down and have it left over?
I'll do it now. So I do my 2d4 or 2d6 plus 4 first.
Yep.
Or 14 plus 2d8. Do I get an extra d8 with you?
Do you?
Is he a undead?
I know
don't
what it is. I'm asking Liam.
I can't remember if fiend is also allowed.
Is he a
Fiend is also allowed.
No,
It is fiend or undead. For extra d8.
no,
Liam, do you think he's a fiend?
I don't know, but the damage thing.
Is he rolling 3d8 or is it only 2?
Roll 3d8, Liam.
Hey.
Well, no,
hold
because
on.
sometimes, like, if it was just like a vampire that counted as undead but was disguised as human, I would roll the d8 privately.
I don't.
Great weapon
Oh, no.
fighting, change that 1 or not? 'Cause it, damage with the sword would, well, a weapon would.
But is it counted as the weapon dice?
I'm just gonna go
'Cause
check the wording.
I was going
We
to
don't
say,
need
because if it
7
counts...
people arguing over it.
I think it's a bit wobbly, but we'll just.
So you can re-roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with a melee weapon wielded with 2 hands.
Yeah, it's part of the attack roll.
Not a weapon, it's a spell, technically.
It's not, if it was the smite spell on the weapon, it would not count. This is all part of one attack roll.
DM discretion at the end of the day,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would...
He
I
made
would
an attack roll. That
Yeah.
damage is part of that attack roll.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's DM discretion. I wouldn't have allowed it, but everyone's got their own opinion.
Yeah.
It does the extra radiant damage, so it does kind of go away from the main damage to the weapon.
Yeah, so this.
But
this,
you can get it either way,
this
she's allowed
smite-
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so re-roll 1d8.
I am making a judgment call for the sake of expediting things.
That's
Mainly
going to
because
be
we're taking for goddamn ever.
an additional 12
Four
damage.
people are arguing about rulings who aren't DMs in this campaign.
Sorry.
I agree with the general thought. I'm just trying to one ruling and be done with it.
Okay, yeah, but 12 plus 14, that's 26.
Yep. You hit him really hard. Your blade connects and he is just rocked backwards as part of that. And he is still in the moonbeam as well. He did not move out of that when you hit him the first time with it. Or, well, on his last turn.
When it first appeared, so.
Yeah.
So is it his turn now?
It's about to be if Paladin Dave has nothing else he wishes to do.
I have nothing I want to do. No!
Alright.
I would take another hit.
Oh, that's better.
It is going to be the con save first, though,
Uh-huh.
which is a fail.
Nice.
Go ahead, Michael.
Liam,
Yeah,
what feat did you take?
Sentinel.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was that or Great Weapon Fighting. Sorry, Great
No.
Weapon Master.
No, he has the fighting style.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if he'd taken the other one as well.
Michael had the exact same thought.
Sentinel. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Because
No, I can't do it.
he made the kill on the last round,
Damn
so
it.
he would have got an attack as a bonus action. But
I've been caught out there.
The king is going to step out of the moonbeam at this point, looking very cross about the damage he's taken. He would be at disadvantage, however, he is flanking, so it becomes a flat roll. Because, Vicious Mockery.
Oh well. I believe that's only the next attack though, so if he has multi-attack it should cancel.
An 11 still does not hit, though. However,
Oh no.
I am going to need a... Where is it? Constitution saving throw.
Oh, not that good at those.
you have inspiration if you need it.
I ain't gonna have my inspiration onto that because I don't feel confident about 14.
Roll a d6.
Okay.
17.
It's respectable.
17 does pass.
I do not feel confident about that 14 there.
Yeah, that's
Noxious poison
important.
does surround you for a moment, though it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Oh.
And that is the end of his turn.
Yeah, it's got a dodgy stomach, eh? Oh.
Gorgor?
Right, I'm gonna ask you politely. Your friend cut my robes. and you broke it. You cut the bottom off. I'm going to ask you to politely go to sleep now.
I would like to make you sleep.
And I'm going to... And I don't know if anyone else is, but I am non-lethaling. I'm not trying to kill people this time.
Well, I'm presuming whenever you cast sleep, it's the non-lethal one.
No, but there is lethal sleep. There is the
That was going to be my question, is when you say sleep, I usually assume non-lethal on sleep specifically.
Yeah, no, there is perma-sleep, but no, I'm specifying this is non-lethal. And the first punch was intended to be as well, but obviously it didn't need to be mentioned.
Okay.
So
top one or bottom one?
the top one, the same one. That's why I did advantage, because of Lovey. As I just straight jab right across the bridge of his nose. I would ask you to kindly go to sleep now. Bang!
He is very polite, and to sleep he goes.
Now you also cut my robe. I'm gonna make you sleep next.
Oh.
And his voice is almost wobbly as he's like actually upset.
Danny, your voice was wobbly. We understand.
Yeah, no, but I didn't feel like I did translate it properly. That's why I said it. But it's fine. If you got it, you got it. That's perfect.
The guard that is almost boxed in by Lovey and Gorgor. Was Gorgor moving at all? No?
No plan to.
Okay. Sounded like end of your turn, but just, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna attempt to leave your attack ranges.
Oh, I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
I would like to as well, please.
Oh, I'm gonna cast sleep
Double
on him.
sleep.
I'm going to bite him. As a Velociraptor.
A 16.
Lovey is Velociraptor. Gorgor, what's your dex?
Mod or just number?
Just number.
2. Oh no, my 15 modifier 2.
Okay, we're gonna resolve Gorgor's first then, because Velociraptors are 14. Just in case one of your reactions is left over, one of you is attacking an unconscious person.
Fair enough. I mean, I'd still punch me who's unconscious.
Yeah, the sleep does connect. Roll damage on that first.
It's 7 points of sleep. Non-lethal, of course.
He does stumble and trip on his way, but he does still seem up. Lovey, Velociraptor, damage.
Yeah, I bite him in the arse.
Okay.
You just bite his britch. Hang on, did you just bite his britches off?
Yes, that's it.
I mean, he ruined your shirt, so Lovey is ruining his.
That's fair.
6 points of damage.
That is going to be enough.
Oh, mine isn't non-lethal. It's bite.
Your bum has been bitten to death.
He's now
Lovey
bleeding
has
out
taken
from his
more than the
arse.
pants.
She just makes this kind of squeaking noise.
And as he falls, almost reflexively, some of the excess energy, the same type of energy that the king attempted to inflict on Paladin Dave, does seem to seep into the now unconscious or dying guard, as he is instantly stood right back up.
Is it the same with the unconscious one?
Just this one, and you see he has the same pulsing crackling going through him now.
You don't get resurrected to Moonbeam, that's the problem. If it's resurrected, then he dies again.
But I do need to ask a question on my death.
Yep. Yeah, this one does seem to be now having the same kind of like crackling veins, flaking skin as the king does. But that is the end of his turn as he just tried to move. The last one is the one that is flanking Paladin Dave, who is going to attempt to attack him with that flanking as well. And then he goes crit fishing. He does not hit. Oh wait, that's attack 1. And attack 2. 18. Does an 18 hit?
I would like to use silvery barbs on that one.
Hey.
Go for it.
So, can he... I don't know if this counts as he has to roll again or just use... Oh, yeah, he fails.
You re-roll one of the dice, so if both hits had hit, it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
But
So,
he
yeah.
failed.
22. He fails, and that momentary distraction of just like, I just kind of, just shout across. Don't hit the guy in the back. You'll just make him mad. Just put enough fear in his mind to make him pull the attack. That moment grants Paladin Dave advantage on his next. You have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next minute. Basically, it's whenever you want to use it. You can only use this once in that minute.
Righty ho ho ho.
Nicely done.
Mm-hmm. That was a good find, that spell.
Yep. And that's going to be the end of that. Back to Cleric Dave.
Yay. Okay, then use Toll the Dead on that one.
Okay.
The wisdom save.
That one hasn't been damaged. Oh no, it has been damaged. Has it? No, missed.
Nope.
Missed.
I believe that one's just a flat roll.
Yep, wisdom save, just that rule.
Yep.
So D12.
No. D8, he hasn't taken any damage.
Oh, he hasn't.
Oh,
No.
thank fuck.
I don't think it's
That worked out better.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm going to summon my giant nugget again.
Ooh.
Okay.
As I cast spiritual
you
weapon.
have
Get your
slot for that?
nugget.
How are your slots looking for the moment?
Well, I'm out to second level slots now after this.
Okay.
Just do the old classic.
Yeah, just
The
invert
old,
it.
the old, I'm about to say the old classic for double yourself up for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
here, and I'm
invoke
also-
duplicity.
I'll go
Alright.
and then I'm going to send up to that guard who's inflicted.
Yep.
I'm going to hit him.
Okay, you're attacking
We'll
this
try
guy.
to. Yep.
Go for it. Hit.
Right.
Yep.
Giant nugget just whacks him one.
Alright, your
Take a
giant
bite
nugget
out.
cracks him across the top of the head.
Take a bite at me.
Anything else? Action, bonus action, main movement.
I think he's good.
Speaking
And
now
then we
for
slide to the right there.
Slightly
Gabriel,
to
you're
that
up.
halfway room.
Okay. I'm casting this on myself.
You can't, not yet.
That's a reaction.
No.
Oh, is it?
You
It's a
cast
reaction
that
when
when
you're
somebody's
attacking.
about to hit you.
There
Yeah.
we go. I'll
You
move
know
to
what
there.
Howard does? Where she's just like, no, that doesn't hit me, shield.
Okay, so is
Yeah.
he doing his reaction to hit me?
What?
Oh,
Why would you?
No.
What? Okay.
Then I'll go to there.
well, no. Were you trying to? Okay, so you were leaving this guy's square then? Yes.
Yeah, that's what it says. So
well,
then,
a lot of people were talking.
So then I go, I'll cast that as my reaction.
Okay.
22 matches.
All right.
Okay.
Then, and an action surge.
No, you
You
still
haven't
have
used
your
your
action.
action yet.
So that is, it's reaction. So if I said action, my apologies. Then I'll just hit him then, please.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
Hit him in his
Why-
fucking face.
To hits. He is still standing. He's not looking so good though.
Okay, so then I'll action surge and do another hit.
All right.
Oh,
Hits.
feck, oh, 13, that's alright then.
And back down he goes. Oh wait, I have to roll a con save first.
Should be an 18.
It's a zombie. Oh no.
I'm surprised he didn't still have the armor stats that he was wearing, but
That's what I was surprised about.
You would think so, but at this point, given the internal twistings of the creature, bashing around the armor is still just shaking the creature pretty hard.
Okie dokie. I believe that's a fall over and drop dead.
It is. It goes back down.
Let's hope he stays down this time.
If I say he gets back,
He has fallen and he cannot get up.
well, he fell. He got back up. Looked like we were never going to keep him down.
Never gonna keep you down.
Alright, and then you
Wrong
have
song,
shield
Liam.
rolling for the rest of your turn. Or for the rest of this round. Love you, the Velociraptor.
Cool. Because I am technically like kind of tiny right now, can I wiggle between things? As in, could I get like here between these two things, but still see it? This guy.
Well, run round the
It
back
might
of
impede your
them.
movement a little bit, but as long as you have movement to spare, absolutely.
15, 20, 25, so I'd have 5
Yeah.
feet to spare.
Yeah, you're fine.
Perfect. Second question. Bonus action. Am I able to move Moonbeam in this form?
I
Yep.
believe Moonbeam is an action to move. Liam
it's
just
not, it's
convolutes
bonus.
it.
Wait,
Repost the spell.
Yeah, cool, sorry. I thought it was red. I thought it was red. I mean, this might change things if I'm about to reveal that Deer has been doing some dodgy stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
It's
Yeah, what
because
does
every time he
stuff?
forgets what it is, and he's like, is it movement? Is it bonus? Is it normal?
Yeah, you can use an
move
action
it.
to move it.
It's confusing it with.
So Liam's
Virtual
been
weapon.
cheating.
Sacred weapon.
I've always
Okay.
been told a bonus action. I've always been told that.
If you think about it in the context, spells like Witch Bolt as well, where you're redoing the damage, it's always an action because it's free damage effectively. Like if you put it back on top of the creature, they're just taking the damage again, so 2d10 as an action without spell slots.
Dun dun dun.
Just hit Liam with the Moonbeam to punish him for his transgressions.
How dare you use this wrong?
I've been asking
Cool.
people though, and they
No worries,
have
then.
well checked. They've always been told
Oh well.
on
So
faction.
you can't move it this time.
I can't move it. So I'm going to do my multi-attack. So first of all with my bite. But because I have a friend within 5 feet of an enemy, this one, right?
Pack
Is that right?
Tactics.
Yeah, pack tactics. Is that right? Let me just
Yeah.
double check that.
It is.
Yep. As long
Advantage.
as you
In 5 feet of the creature, and the eye isn't incapacitated. So I'm going to go.
have.
Bite. Yeah, that's a 17 to hit the bad
Not
guy.
quite through his armor. It's very
Ooh.
high quality armor.
So it is. Okay, I will slash at him then.
Nope.
Try as you might, you just don't have the give on your claws and teeth to pierce this very heavy plate armor.
See, the problem
And then as
is,
a bonus action, I'm just going to kind of put one of my hands in front of my eyes, like, you know, when a dog's shameful.
Johnny is you've kind of gone through all this, then you realise that you're playing a more accurate version of a Velociraptor than the Jurassic Park one. You're playing the factually correct version.
Yes, who is also a druid trapped inside, like, her mind is still wobbly and she's just, like, looking at the other... She does kind of give a strange look at Gabriel as he goes running away for some odd reason, and then I think that's why she's a little bit confused and kind of misses her turn. Okay.
Thank you.
But yeah, end of my turn. I can't really do much else.
Okie dokie, I will. I will. Once more. Actually. I can. I would like to take a stab at him with my rapier.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
You do have flanking.
Yep. I'm going to do this to kind of trick. So basically, stab him, and then if I do end up doing damage, it's just to knock him down, and as he falls, I'll clobber him or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-lethal is basically.
That is a hit. That is not quite enough damage.
Okie dokie. I do distract.
But he does, like, you do get in, like, right in between some plates. You do just jab perfectly right into their armor, and you do draw some blood across their armor. And they do go a little bit down, but they're not down.
Why don't you try picking on someone who's not completely surrounded? That's the end of my go, as I will save the inspiration for potential cutting words.
Paladin Dave.
Okay, so can I fit in this little gap here?
The
chair.
You might be climbing over the chair. Like, it might be low acrobatics or low athletics.
He wants to try and kill the king and then just sit down in the chair and like, haha, I am now the king.
Kind of. So, athletics.
Like, it wouldn't be hard, but if you're trying to climb over and around the chair, it is a little awkward.
I'm just trying to get, like, just in front of it so I can hit it. Like, would it be a gap for me to stand there?
Well, like, I know you're trying to just throw the roll just for the sake of.
Hold on. So, is he gonna attack me first?
He's already used it.
This guy? He can't. He's already used his reaction. He hasn't got his turn back.
Hey, that works out pretty well. 11.
Yeah, you're fine.
So do you climb over the chair, or the throne, which is practically almost bolted to the floor, you just shove slightly out of the way?
I am going to hit the king then. I'm going to try to hit him.
Anything modifying that? I believe you already used your bardic inspiration.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
That is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Oof. And I can't use my horns, I don't think, 'cause I didn't hit.
Nope. Yeah, one.
Don't your horns require you to move like a certain amount?
No, that's the going rush. It is having corns.
If you hit with
Yes, that's if I hit.
I'm confusing the goring rush, that's all.
Yeah.
One of them is he charges head first, like he runs head first, and the other one is he just headbutts them after he.
Yeah.
Immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack.
What it was, I thought they were both one and the same, you see, that's all.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the end of my turn then.
Alright. As you try and crash into the king, he is going to... Let me double check the timing on this one. Yep. He is going to slash at you with his sword in his right hand to try and get you, like, off of him and pressuring him less. Which I'm fairly confident hits, I think.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. My apologies, sorry.
Yep.
He had advantage.
Oh, yeah, Liam does have advantage.
Oh, Paladin Dave did.
Oh, God.
Alan Dave had advantage on the attack because...
Roll it.
Silvery barbs.
Because I only noticed
Good
because I was planning on
barbs.
using silvery barbs on that next roll anyway.
19 does hit.
Nice.
That's the 12 damage.
Now we can use the horn.
Bonus action. Hold, have a strong saving throw, please.
I'm going to say, now you can be horny.
I want to know roll here.
8 does not succeed, I believe.
Kyle, 10 foot back into the moonbeam, please.
And
Hey!
he entered it.
Nice.
So he then...
I'm just rolling the damage. It's forced movement, so I'm guessing it doesn't get it when he goes into
Nope,
it.
it's the
On...
But
first
it's the
time he
start of
entered.
his turn.
No, he's
First
just
time he
entered.
enters.
Yeah, but
so he
he's
might
now
get
about
to
to...
No,
yeah.
both of you, stop. Danny, you are not the DM. First off, this sentence. When a creature enters the spell's area for this first time, he's entered it for the first time this turn. Liam's turn when he's attacking. It hits. Roll damage. I believe 14 just fails as well.
14 is the save.
Yeah, so as he
Okay.
stumbled, he can't quite properly mount a full resistance.
I've never rolled that high.
I believe
Hey
14
Joel, how
is,
are you
yeah.
doing, man?
Yeah,
You
so
That is a
alright?
full hit.
14 is my DC.
Yep.
Yeah, so 19 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
I presume he then walks back out.
He
and does
then
the...
starts his turn, because we've moved down a player's turn initiative now.
So you take
Oh,
Oh,
again.
I think that's it. I think it all went a bit wiggity because of we went out of order.
Yep.
Yes, my apologies for pointing that out a bit too late.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I'm glad it's on that one that he crit.
I'll leave it that.
Oh god.
Okay.
2.
That is polar opposites.
Mhm.
Funny rolls.
You just see in the background that the Velociraptor just like does a little yay pose. It's like, oh,
Thank you, Joel.
yeah.
Appreciate it,
Teamwork.
man.
Little
Seriously.
Velociraptor doing a little starfish pose, like yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, it's little
Okay,
green.
so
It's green,
As-
by the way. Velociraptor is.
as
As the
it-
Velociraptor is celebrating, I need the Velociraptor to make a Constitution saving throw as a green and black beam shoots off in its direction.
Oh.
So yeah, we're changing the thing around. Yeah.
I believe that's a fail.
Yeah, that's a 9.
So the attack against me still happened, didn't it? To take the 6 damage.
Mm,
Or is this happening?
Not yet.
I think this is a swap round of the thing.
Okay,
so.
so I think it's round, okay.
It was going to attack and then spell either way. You just changed where it was in that
Okay.
order.
Mhm.
9 poison damage to the Velociraptor, and it is poisoned until the end of its next turn.
Constitution saving throw.
That was the 8.
No. The second one.
Oh, for concentration on Moonbeam.
I thought that's what it was originally.
Wait a minute. How many points of damage was it again?
9.
9.
9. Thank you.
A mighty number.
Do I use my concentration or the Velociraptor's
You
concentration?
use its constitution and then your proficiency if it's allowed.
Oh.
I believe that's what it is. I'm sorry for backseat DM in there.
That's a 9 for its constitution.
Oh.
I believe that's going to be a fail. Unless you're... I don't think you're proficient either in con saves, so I'm
Thank
not
you,
sure it
man.
would matter
It's
anyway.
appreciated. Seriously.
Right.
Hi, Moonbeam. She just looks sad.
What feat did you take?
She has magic initiate, I believe.
Okay.
With fine
Yeah,
tuning.
to give for purely flavour. Wait a minute, do I? Yes, I do. It's why I have all the spells.
All the spells. Yeah, because
Well,
fine
yeah,
tuning
I've
is
got,
wizard
like-
only.
Yeah, I've got some wizard spells in there because Danny said he was going to play an orc wizard, and I thought it would be funny to sometimes cast spells like when he. I didn't realise he played that kind of wizard. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we'd be friends.
We're not friends.
I meant like more like doing cute messages and stuff like that, and being like buddies. But
Wait,
now it's just you pretend to do messages, and I actually do them.
so we're not friends.
Oh my god.
I didn't mean it like
move
that.
on, move on. Let's get
And
this
then
battle done before
You
next
shut
week.
the fuck up. She just said you're not my friend.
and then after the moonbeam drops, he runs up, slashes at, and unless that's interfered with.
I would interfere. I would interfere with that one. So, silvery barbs again.
Okay, so that's probably your last slot on that, right?
Nope. I've still got another first level spell slot after that, and then I can start on my seconds.
Nice.
Oh, okay, you've just been hoarding them. Okay.
Yeah, I barely used anything. That's why I just sat with the crossbow
Yeah.
the entire last fight.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
stinged.
I expected this to be a more difficult fight. I'm guessing that's a fail.
Well, I gotta re-roll the new one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I saw that 8 and thought that was it then.
14, I
14.
believe, does not hit.
Nope, it does not. Let me just
Right,
check
and
that
then
I was out. Yeah, it doesn't
So
hit, no.
yeah, once again, he is distracted, and you have advantage on your next everything for the minute.
Yay.
Paladin.
Your next first, whatever you pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just advantage for a minute.
Just advantage on
Yeah.
whatever you do for a minute until you use the advantage.
Yeah. Okay. Gorgor.
Just a quick look? You know, not the big throne. You know, the little one. Is it stone like what it looks like? Or is it?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty heavy, pretty ornate.
Yeah.
Some.
So as a quick eyeball, I'm not going to be able to wield it like a weapon.
Not comfortably, not easily.
No. Okay. So
you could maybe like kick it like a square.
Yeah. No. So I'm going to come and wield a zombie man.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 10 feet. I'm going to cast Animate Dead
Mhm.
to pick up my new
Zombie.
Yeah. So that
Cast Animate Dead on the zombie. Got it.
Yep. So it's 1, 2. So that's 10 feet, and then I will take an attack of opportunity, but I don't care. So because then I'm going to go to there.
His reaction continues to be spent.
Oh, is he?
Still not gone yet.
Oh, he hasn't gone yet, has he? So yeah.
You can just charge up.
If you don't mind, Ash, can you bring my my weapon as I cast Animate Dead?
Wow.
Okay. Roll me damage.
What damage does an armored zombie corpse make?
Roll your normal, and I am adding extra to it.
Oh shit! No, ignore that.
Don't roll the damage again.
Just 11 points of 19 points of Animate Dead. Fucking double nat 20 of all things.
I can't not honor a double nat 20. Yep.
What the fuck? You know what? I'm going to use my bonus action, actually, which will increase damage by even more. I'm going to cast True Strike, which is going to add another 8 plus a d8.
Yeah.
So...
You do know, Danny, tomorrow night.
So that's another
you're probably
12.
Gonna roll horrendous.
Yeah,
That's tomorrow night.
that's another 12.
Hey, Danny.
Oh
you wanna
god,
do
please
How
no.
do you want to do this?
I'll do it, Danny.
Was the cantrip enough? Or was it that what did it? Was it already?
The cantrip was enough.
Oh,
He was at 15.
For fuck's sake.
So.
So, Gorgo, not wanting to hurt the unconscious one, because that's why I didn't take that one. Grab the zombified one, because, you know, he's already broken. Grabbed him by the cankles, and I'm wielding him like a fucking steel chair in wrestling. Like, this boy's flapping behind me as I've got him over my head. As I just come running up behind the king, and just go, I want my shiny crown from your son. Wham! And I just, like, I'd imagine, like, the back of the guy who I'm swinging just, like, compresses the tin can on his head and just kind of, like, just flops him onto Dave.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Oh. That was
Double
amazing.
nat 20?
That was amazing.
How do you fucking explain that?
Don't, Danny. That's why you got the nat 20.
And with that, that is...
I look at the one last card.
Yep.
Can we wait for the prince now?
He agrees. He agrees with that idea. And passes his turn. Anyone else? Are you doing anything?
If he is willing to if he's willing to hand over his weapons, I will handily move them away from him for the moment.
Gorgor just said it. Now we wait for the prince, and he just kind of was like, "Yep." Just like he's just stood there awkwardly. He wasn't asked for his weapons, so he didn't hand them over. But
how about we put that away and we put ours away? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well,
Is anyone taking advantage of this or doing anything else with it, or are you all on the same page with this?
Oh,
Same page.
I'm going to same page. Yeah.
Same
I just put the nugget next to him just to
Gogo
make sure.
will mournfully go and collect the what's like now a big flowy skirt bit of the robe that got cut off. Bearing in mind, Gogo did this technically in his boxers in a boob tube robe.
See, here's the image though, right? I've got is you're not able to fix it, but you get your crown. So you're wearing a crown, a boob tube top of a robe, and your boxers.
And don't forget the raggy wizard's hat will be poking through the crown as well.
Yeah.
It is a look. It is brave.
So
And good.
how? Yeah, but see. Right. Well, he's doing it. Right. So while we're waiting, how about you tell us exactly what his plan was? Because it's kind of hard for me to follow, to be fair. Just, you sit down and we start talking our way through what you know. Seem fair?
We don't fully understand the deal that was made, but given how cross she was and what she did to the king, as powerful as you guys clearly are, that is not a creature that I would want to interfere with in any capacity.
Nor is this really one I want to deal with either. But I could still do with knowing, like, what was the deal that he made? Like, how much do we know of what he did? Because he's like, we need to figure out, like, how screwed the town is.
Well, when the monsters first showed up while we lived in the old town with the keep, our king met with an angel, and some sort of deal was made to protect the kingdom's people from the monsters. Except shortly thereafter, the lands we lived on began to wither and die, so we
6
moved the town as best we
Thank you for
could
the follow. Hope you're doing all right.
to where it is now, and ever since, trade has prospered, our crops have prospered, our people have generally been well, and ever since the orb went missing, the king had a very nervous look on his face, and then something happened in the last day or so that he slowly turned into, and he kind of nervously mentions to the king's corpse. And we just want everything to go back to our families being safe, and if the king could sort out whatever he needed to sort out, like, that's... We weren't attacked by any of those monsters in that entire time frame, so we want that deal reestablished as immediately as we can, or we're just going to be sitting ducks to whatever's roaming the wastes.
You do realise that if that's what he's getting, that creature, whatever it was definitely no angel. Right? You can understand that.
Whether or not it was the angels that they speak of in lore and religion, she showed up, she spoke with our king, and promised to protect these lands from the creatures roaming them. What else would you...
Entirely true, but like I say, that's the result. Whatever they were, by the sounds of it, this lot of telling is devils from the pits of the hells, were. That is not good, and you can most definitely, whatever was going to happen next, the protection that you were receiving, you were definitely paying far worse than you realized. Your people were more than likely going to suffer later for your protection now. Like, you live fine now, but none of you'd ever make it to the heavens. One of those. Do you want to live safe?
whether or not our afterlives, if they even are whatever they are, would have been damned, in the here and now, our people were at risk and we did what we had to prevent that risk.
Fairly certain she's not going to be trying to protect you any further. So I think it's time you start working with your prince to maybe start defending yourselves better. I mean, I've been out on those wanders. They're not too dangerous if you've got the right levels of protection. And this lot, I don't know how long. How long have you been here, by the way? Gogor, how long have you been here?
About as many days and holds up. I think it's 4, isn't it?
Roughly.
3-4 days. Like, I'll hold up 4 fingers. That many days.
In that many days, everything fell apart just with this lot showing up and a tiny bit of misinformation, but they have survived everything that's been thrown at them outside this city. If this lot can do it, surely a trained force like yourselves can stand a bit better. Especially if the monsters don't know that you're not unprotected, as it were. If they don't know that your defenders are gone, how much safety can you get guaranteed? Seeing what I'm saying here?
I think I do, but we'll need to rally defenses, and especially with what we lost financially, we're a bit stricken as well.
Right, well, I can't really help you much with the money, I'm afraid, unless these guys know anything. But I think at the moment, just trying to rally the people. Money might be a bit tight, but whatever you can do, you'll bounce back. You've done it once before.
And around that time, Anime Pretty Boy finally arrives. Looking a mix of panicked and winded.
Just a quick question, DM.
Hmm?
Was the king wearing a crown?
It's mushed now.
No, what it is, the points of the crown, it's currently stuck like a fucking ringlet to the back of the guy I swung on top.
No, he was currently in his more battle-oriented armor and less decorative-looking armor.
Oh, okay.
Presumably to cover up some of... There's some jewels on the throne, and there's some side rooms as well, but there's no incredibly ornate jewelry just lounging around the throne room at the moment, other than the jewels in the thrones themselves.
And there's nothing on the king but his armor and his clothes.
Very exquisite, expensive armor.
You could toss him the sword of his dad. Just an out-of-character thing.
Was he wearing a helmet, the king?
Yeah. Full plate armor, including helmet. Very well made.
Please.
Yeah. Go for it.
And then, this little velociraptor that's absolutely tiny.
Yeah, this tiny little velociraptor holding a helmet just toddles its way over to it.
Kind of like, you know, that doing that teetering thing?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just walk over to Gorgor and hold it up.
He'll take the hat. It's like, I'd imagine it's like tiny in comparison, like, but he thank you. Yeah. He's not going to smush it on his head just yet, but he will hold on to it for now. He's happy with it. He's got,
and then from behind his back.
He's got in his left hand, he's got his left hand with the helmet, and in his right hand he's got most of his robe. I'm going to write it King's helmet in my inventory.
and anime pretty boy.
Well, you said you wanted a crown, and technically it was the king, so Lovey gave you his crown at the time?
Yeah.
And she still had Velociraptors. It was like... yeah. You missed that helmet.
No,
No,
all of my
Global
stuff is
Intentional.
all of my
Global
stuff
Top.
is intentionally misspelt in my inventory.
Yep.
Anime
And
Pretty
I've also
Boy
got-
arrives, looking winded, distracted, but he slows his pace as he passes Cleric Dave and Gabriel, and he just stares at the fallen, misshapen form of what was his father. So he was too far gone, I take it.
Yeah, we tried to talk with him, but he wouldn't listen, and we said to wait for you to say what we were saying was right, but he told these lot to attack us. He gave up, so we didn't have to hurt him, and I made sure he's just asleep. And I point to the one that's unconscious. And Rose, if you look in Discord, I'll show you how my inventory's spelt out.
He stares at his father for a few minutes, passing his hand over it as if doing something magical before letting out a sigh. I don't think any amount of conversation would have stayed his hand. He was already, almost you can tell from his appearance, he's a fiend now, or was, or...
Well, he made that one into one of them as well, I think, because he went all fucked up when the thing pointing at the Velociraptor, but he doesn't know what a Velociraptor is. When the thing bit it in the bum.
He grabs his father's sword and looks at it a little closer before just tossing it across the room. Don't take that. Don't touch that. I'm very glad at least no one was felled by that thing.
I'm to presume that then came from the angel, as it were.
It's a foul blade from... as you've presumed, I'm familiar with some divine magic, though not much, and that thing is spitting off more evil than even my father's corpse was.
Good to know.
Oh,
Right. I believe your friend here can probably corroborate most of what we're saying. But
and I'll kind of shout up at the guard. See, this was the one that I told you we spoke to, but you all attacked. He said I was gonna get a crown.
The prince fishes around in his pockets effectively and grabs a fairly sizable purse and throws it to Gorgor at this point.
I thought he was gonna actually pull out a crown for like a hot second, then I was gonna be like, no, fuck off.
Why don't you and your companions go rest in town? I'll clean this up and figure it out and see if I can contact my siblings. It might take me a week or so, but I'll get this wrapped up.
Mhm.
Is there anything you want me to look into while I sort this out? It's the least I could do to repay you.
Nothing so far.
We're obviously going to be a little strapped for resources here, but if I can use any of our information networks to solve a problem for you guys in return, well, I figure out what to do with this and the people.
And I've just got a quick thing. I've just got to quickly pull up the wording. Just give me a sec.
Okay. Right.
Does anyone want to put backstory information requests in the queue? Meta question.
No, yeah, this is it. I've just got to get the wording of it.
Yep.
Right. In the meantime, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut this short and get going now, I'm afraid. So,
Yep.
Okey-doke.
That was where I was about to end the session.
yeah. Well, Flynn does not have anything backstory related to put forward.
All right.
He is good to just carry on going if this lot will allow him to keep following. But in the meantime, Great game.
Yep.
A lot of fun, and I will see everyone here tomorrow, and everybody on stream Saturday.
Michael, take it easy, man.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Gorgo will open the spell book, and like, you know how like the front cover bit usually has like a little pouchy slip that you can put paper in and stuff. We'll pull out the magic person finder piece of paper that he got with the spell book, and using his sage background feature researcher, he's going to use this to recall a piece of information or lore, which is going to be, as we've discussed, a person. Well, I've been looking for more people to make my magic better, and I've been following the people in this list, and if you could find any of them that are nearby, that would be really useful, because they could make me stronger. And like, he just gestures to it, and it's like, it's basically the wizard who owned the spellbook and everything. It's basically his address book. It's his fucking Rolodex that he fucking palmed off with the rest of the shit, along with the robes and everything.
I recognize the name Dame Bert. I might be able to help you locate him. He should be within a few days, maybe a few weeks ride at most. I'll do what I can to look into that. Anybody else?
Have you heard about Golden Nugget? Or the Golden Nugget?
The Nugget. Holy Grail.
I don't remember anything about that one in particular, though I do know many kingdoms have their own jewels, as we had that sapphire. If it was a jewel on par with ours, but a golden nugget instead of a sea sapphire, that might be it. Is it missing? Was it stolen?
I believe it was stolen.
I'll look into it. I know some of the other kingdoms have their own jewels as well. Maybe in the same way ours was stolen for different reasons. It's being used as a focus or something.
Oh no.
Yes, initially it was stolen from Mona. All the temples were been deployed to get it back.
The temple.
I'll try and find you a lead on that. I don't have much to go off of, but I do think I can at the very least ask around, and if it's an artifact of similar or greater power.
Any help would be appreciated.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Either way, rest up in town, entirely on me. If you'd rather come here for additional work after I give you what information I can, you're more than welcome to. If not, I'm still grateful for all that you've done here, even if it wasn't the most ideal of an outcome.
Well,
sure.
It's okay. I'm sorry I had to hit your dad with a person.
His soul was already long gone before I think even you arrived.
Okay. He's still alive, by the way. I only made him go to sleep, so if he's okay. And I'm like, again, the one that's behind my feet. I'm just like, he's okay. Just because he was the one that was with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually that one.
Yep. If it was not a lethal blow, he'll surely come around in an hour or so.
I just cast
so I will
sleep
tend to
on
him
him
to be safe.
I just cast sleep on him.
But yeah, rest up, recover your heroes. If you seek further employment, I'll see what I can sponsor for you, and once we figure out what's going on with the throne itself, I believe I owe you a crown, good friend, but...
Yeah. Well,
give me a day or two to find one for you of suitable stature.
I wanted to be king, but yeah, we said a crown.
If you truly wish to rule over some lands, I will work with you to find you lands suited to your governorship.
We need Gorgo to meet Deer.
You just watch Gorgo's eyes open wide, mouth slack. You're just like, oh, that would be like the best thing ever. And he looks at all the other people. Guys, if I end up ruling a place, considering you're all my friends now, do you want to come rule it with me?
Yeah, as long as it's not a swamp.
I'll hold my head in my hand and shake my head.
Good. Okay, so Gabriel says no. You
What,
say
king
no
of the
if it's we don't know what it'll be, but we'll go rest up. We'll let the prince here look after the people and sort things out. Yeah. Or is there anything else people want to ask or say?
I think that is everything we've wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
So let the prince get on sorting all this out.
And then, yeah, he sponsored effectively a week of partying, drinking, sleeping, whatever you guys want to do with it.
Yeah, day drinking.
Yeah, so essentially that purse is an undisclosed amount of money that just covers all the bullshit we'll be doing. Okay.
It is a suspiciously perfect amount of gold to cover whatever you guys wanted to do.
Okay. Perfect.
I wanted to buy a country.
In town that they have accessible for you.
Buy a
I
business.
wanted to buy a house. Yeah, I've no business. We have found a loophole in the prince's plan. Yes.
No, if you guys want to invest in that, you may. That's not a loophole.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I think we'll officially call the session there. We'll
Yeah,
probably still
yeah.
have post-game chat of what you guys want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure everyone had their stuff in queues, as it were.
I've got to go find Dame Bert, whoever he is.
I think it'd be funny if Gorgo ever met Deer.
Oh dear,
Because they want to go
no.
to the country.
No,
Mate.
no.
Mate, I'm waiting for like prologue where Gorgo's a fucking duke of some place and his fucking council is you fucking lot. Like, are you kidding me? And he's gonna be the jankiest country ever fucking run.
Oh, it'd be funny though.
In your
No, you see, it would be this thing where it would just be a town that's governing itself, and like once a week, Gorgor remembers he's the king of the town, and he just like wanders down with some like sleeping is illegal nonsense jumble, and they're just like, "Yep, Gorgor, yep, got it. We'll
Yes,
definitely
whatever
get right
you
on that,"
say.
and they just hope he's forgotten by the next time he comes to town.
Which most of the time he has, yeah. That's fucking great. It's
need
so
another.
dumb. It's so dumb, but it's fucking great. But I'm going to take this time now to quickly sign off to the people watching.
Oh yeah, we're still online. Hello.
Yeah, we're still online. Appreciated. Thank you for watching. This has been interesting. Next stream is this Saturday, which is episode 42 of my D&D campaign, where they're going to continue trying to close the portal from the Slard. For those that don't know what a Slard is, giant fucking space frog. And that's about all you need to know. So I will see you guys.
extra giant space frog.
Yeah, extra giant space frog, yeah. So I will see you guys Saturday. Appreciated those that came by to watch Ashi's campaign. See you then. Ta-ra.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.